He requested a trade.
Do they know how much blonde pussy they can clean up in this city if they come play here?
All of it?
All the pussy. They can have it all. It's like a T.I. song around this bitch. You can have whatever you like.
What's the proposed trade? Wiggins for Irving?
I think it'd probably be Wiggins in a first-round pick or something for him.
Done.
I personally don't like Wiggins as a all-around
He's had
player.
his couple years to
He's a good scorer.
Superstar.
He's a good scorer. That's about it.
He was the worst defensive player in the league last year.
All he does is score.
Like Thibodeau hates that, so it makes sense.
Well, now too. I mean, I guess we seem like a safer city to live in, right?
Killing all the white people.
We're killing white people in our city.
Yeah.
That is the most progressive shit we've ever done in this city.
That's how progressive we are.
That's how progressive. Move to Minneapolis. We got black cops killing white folks. It's getting done.
You have the white ones killing the black ones ones killing the white ones,
It's
and even
perfect.
killing dogs.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I think those dogs. I think they had it coming. What are you doing
They
roaming
just
around
sat
your own?
looking for a
What are you
treat.
doing roaming around your own backyard? Huh?
They're not racist.
Well, it was
they
the
shoot
front-
everything.
Yeah. Our cops aren't racist in Minneapolis, so move here. They'll shoot any of you.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. They're killing everybody.
Shooters.
Oh, by the way, the juice is loose.
Oh, can we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah.
I'd like to raise a
That's in the
toast.
news. That's in the health news
I'd
segment. though.
like to raise a
Let's
toast.
revisit our podcast from 25 years ago where we discussed this before.
Was it that long ago?
I guess I don't even want to discuss
95
it.
is when it happened, so
Hey,
22
No,
years.
Jesus
that's the original. He went to jail in 2008, buddy.
Well, yeah, but
To
94
the
is when...
Bronco time.
94 is when he got acquitted when he was falsely accused of that double murder.
Yeah.
When he was set up by the white man.
Yeah.
Classic
In 2008
black man.
In 2008, he was just at a hotel where some shit went down, got curious, walked into the room, and then
He saw
what the
that
fuck?
he saw someone had stolen one of his game worn helmets, and he said, "Hey, why do you got my helmet?"
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Well, you signed this for me like 20 years ago." He's like, "Mm-mm."
The only mistake he made was bringing a gun, or his partner brought a gun. That was it.
That was a bad call.
The only mistake he made was killing someone. 10
Well,
years
okay, no,
before
I'm talking
that.
about
Fake news.
They didn't actually kidnap him. They just kept him in the room.
Sorry, killing
Just
two
kidnapped
people.
him.
this one particular
And
incident.
fleeing the police.
And then the jury or the judge decided, yeah, you're probably guilty for that, so we're giving you 33 years for this bullshit.
I'm not so mad about the woman he killed, but
it was the
killing
right
a man.
decision.
The fuck
Not
out
that
of
many
He
years.
stabbed that guy 22 times in a
Why are we
bunch
all
in the
over-
dick.
Because I can't hear you.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, tell
after
the
he was
volume
dead,
about
he
it.
stabbed in the dick a bunch.
Who?
That's OJ.
Ron Goldman?
Yeah,
Really?
he stabbed in the dick a bunch.
Kyle, from
He stabbed him in the dick?
the
Yeah,
previous
right in the dick.
podcast, we
After he
had
was dead.
We had a complaint about a hum, a buzz, and a squeal.
We got to get
Do
rid
you
of that
have anything
pig.
going on right now? Or we good?
It sounds like a U2 album if I ever heard one.
Yeah, well, the Edge he's edgy like that.
John, you turned off your pocket vibrator?
So,
Yes,
about
my
the
pocket
AC,
vibe's off.
it's fucking scorching.
Zach,
Do you want to shut that door?
Yeah.
Help?
Just
Oh,
to,
okay.
Yeah, that would. I mean, it would help to get that sun is blazing
someone
out
should
there.
stand up and go shut that
Well,
door.
you suggested it, so I figured you'd be the one to spearhead
I'm good.
that
I've got plenty of
initiative.
cold beer here.
I was hoping we wanted some more light during this
I like
pot at sunset here.
Can we
get a
light
little
these
dark?
candles? They've been
I
here
mean,
for
it's
so
beautiful.
long. They
Yeah.
got to be lit.
It's beautiful here.
It's too bright.
Yeah, I don't love this.
See, we're
We
in
need
the
a
in-between.
I don't
zone.
like this. I want a nightcast. I like a thunderstorm.
But you need candles.
Thunder rolls.
The candles are phenomenal. The candles were really the way to go.
Yeah, guys, we got to kill those lights.
Yeah, it's too much, man.
Yep.
It's too much, man.
We got to shut these windows too.
Yep.
You got any blankets?
Do you have any thunder machines?
No, my white noise generator is not here.
Man, it's cooler already.
It kind of is.
Well,
It's almost as if I turned the air on just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, it kind of feels like
How'd
that
you
in
not
here.
have it on?
I had it on. I turned it down.
Zach, you know what's really cool? My
turn it
jizz,
off. Turn it off.
if I freeze it in ice cubes and let you suck on them.
That's the gayest shit you ever said.
He said worse.
Way worse.
That's true.
he's done worse.
Yeah. I was pretty sure I was going to stick my dick in your mouth at bowling 2 weeks ago.
Speaking of which, has anyone watched that show Snowfall on FX?
Is it about coke or
it's
Game
about
of
the, it's
Thrones?
about the crack epidemic. Never mind. There's just a no homo moment in that.
Does that mean?
You call no homo and it's not gay.
That's exactly what you do. So
Does that mean you enjoyed it?
No, I thought it was horrifying.
So I say, Zach, I'm going to lay a pearl,
it was
necklace across your body. No homo.
Yeah.
gay.
Gather round, ye lads and lasses, set ye for a while, and hearken to me mournful tale about the Emerald Isle. Let's all raise our glasses high to friends and family gone, and lift our voices in another Irish drinking song. Consumption took me mother and me father got the pox. Me brother drank the whiskey till he wound up in a box. Me other brother in the troubles met with his demise. Me sister has forever closed her smiling Irish eyes.
Now everybody's died, so until our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light, then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again.
And welcome to the Deadpool Podcast. Back again. Coming at you pseudo live. It's not really. Obviously, no one's listening to this live because our
Hello,
producer
shout
doesn't
out
know
to
how
our
live stream.
Facebook Live.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. That's fair. I don't know what that is, but that seems right.
My knuckles are sweating.
Jesus Christ, Zach. I'd like to give a shout out to our number one podcast supporter, Mr. Seth.
Seth Matakit. Matt.
Smaticus is what he wants to be called.
He prefers to go by Smaticus.
Sorry, cut that
That's
out.
his 4chan handle.
You don't have handles on 4chan, that's the beauty of it, but whatever.
It's all anonymous, apparently, because it's all I ever see.
I do not understand 4chan.
I've never got it. I never will.
I've never been.
You
I just
don't
get
want to.
screenshots from Vario.
They're funny.
It takes a while to decipher.
I know. Could have screenshotted that text of them calling 4chan fags, and they would have loved it on 4chan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If Redditors are neckbeards who have no life, like 4chan kids are about to shoot up their high school.
Yep.
Wow.
Truth.
That's actually
about right.
that actually kind of puts in context for me,
And
surprisingly.
they're all white nationalists, even if they're not white.
And they all love trannies.
Oh yeah, for some reason.
It is.
Did you read that tranny?
Well,
guy who's like,
trannies are the best. I can't convince Zach to get a tit job yet, but I think it would be phenomenal.
Zach is our resident expert on
No.
transsexuals.
Zach loves trannies because he said dicks are used. No, what did he say?
dicks suck.
Unless it's on a tranny.
Yeah, unless it's on a woman.
Just because you put quotes around something doesn't make it true. God.
I think the Washington Post and CNN would agree to disagree on that point, Zach.
I think they'd call it fake news. Fake
You're
news.
such fucking
The
dogs.
4chan is the like if trolls in mystical worlds had nests and just like they just grew at an exponential.
No,
One fucking
Did I not eat a brownie
fucking
here?
4chan is a troll nest. That's
No,
everyone. There's no one being serious.
They would
It's
be
all trolls.
They would be the parasites on the trolls.
Yes.
They're the most serious.
They'd be the lice in the trolls.
Yeah, I don't think 4chan people are trolling.
That's why it's fun.
They're easy.
they're 100%
Somehow
serious.
they can detect trolls.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well.
They can smell their own.
They
Yeah.
they sniffed out Shia LaBeouf. God,
You mean
3
LaBeouf.
times? 4 times when he was in an undisclosed location based off of flight patterns in the sky of the trails of the whatever
Flight patterns.
chemtrails.
They are true autists.
Flight
Yes.
patterns and weather history based on where the wind was blowing because they saw which way the flag was blowing.
It's insanity, and it's weaponized autism. Truly is. Like you don't want to go against them.
You don't want
Well,
to
look, put them in like a liquid tank.
But they were
that use
also
their
proven
brain
right
power.
that Shia LaBeouf is crazy and deserved to be trolled.
You don't want them pissed at you, which is why I
What
told
if they
Jason
made him
not to
crazy?
announce that he fucking hated all those autists and will fuck their mothers at any given point in time.
I browse a poll every night.
Yeah.
Just to see what's going on in Trump land. And,
I wish Zach would browse my poll every night.
So do I.
I'm hitting it hard today.
I think
buddy.
you might
You guys are
stop-
getting gayer by the day.
You might stop smoking then. That could be like a
sucking his
Yeah.
cum
Yeah.
will prevent smoking.
Oh yeah, I think so.
Does your cum heal tobacco?
I heard it's
in
a
my
very
lungs?
good beard conditioner.
Is that true?
It's even better than butthole lubricant.
I don't know about that. I won't be tonguing your butt.
Why don't you guys test it out on each other? You live together. You wear
No,
black.
not my cum, it's his cum.
Look, I'm not into that. I'm into like sneaking in your window at night and coming at you hard. That's a double entendre.
To quote, it would be such a oh no, this is Vario. It would be such a tragedy if Zach was raped by at home by an intruder who left no evidence, and the police only had his text message as clues.
The clues were John saying, "I want to rape you." I feel like John would kind of be shit out of luck.
I don't get how in the past 3 or 4 weeks, Geiser became the least gay person on the podcast.
To also quote John,
He took us to a gay bar.
I'm going to fuck Zach and Bart in the same night. I think he's referring to Bert Blylevin. I'm going to fuck Zach and Bert in the same night. And
He had a
also
really
cream
good
my
curveball.
pants in Zach's boat butt. Boat/butt.
To be fair,
cream.
Bert is pansexual. He's a what's it called when you're a non?
He's poly and he's bi.
I don't know if you know this, Geiser, but sexuality is binary.
He's not cisgendered. He's a
He's non-cis transformative.
exactly
Right.
Yeah.
No, sexuality is binary. 1 or 2. 1 or 2, that's it.
Well, talk to your brother.
And by the way, you ever heard of Bill Nye? He got an Emmy nomination for saying it's not, so fuck you.
I've heard of Bill Nye.
So regardless,
Just because you're a science guy doesn't mean you can't be
He's
wrong.
not even a science guy.
regardless of the content of that skit, it was the
Cringiest fucking production.
Well, it could have been about anything. It was just fucking terrible, and it was one of the worst things. It just
I like dicks and
Regardless of
pussies
the-
and dicks and pussies.
Yeah.
That's what it
And
sounds
then
like.
at one point, like he jams out. It's
Yeah.
the most awkward goddamn thing.
It sounded like whoever sung that wrote that on the way to sing it.
It was like ad-lib.
Yeah, it did actually. Oh god, that was awkward.
John, you also claimed to be the dick-sucking champ.
Wait, you're not the water drinking champ and the dick sucking champ of the house.
Well, he's
are
also
you?
the 2007
I think there's a
2007
little
National
synergy
Pussy Eating
between
Champion
those
as well.
two, you know?
I
He's good at taking a lot into his.
I'll
into his
allow him to
I am-
wear that man.
But you also are saying you're welcome to Zach in advance for sucking his dick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wrong.
Unless I had that backwards and it's Zach is the champ and he's doing it to you.
Well, no, I probably. I mean, if it's me and Zach,
I ain't never
number
sucked a
one,
dick.
2007 National Pussy Eating Champ right here. But 2017, I'd like to be the number one Zach.
Are you resting your laurels though?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
now 2017.
To be fair, Kobayashi
mantle's
didn't
open.
get that because of a contract dispute, though.
No, it was
I'd
what's the other guy? The
Joey
Joe
Chestnut.
Chestnut. Yeah,
I'd like to be the Ricky Williams though, and be the longest in between 1,000-yard seasons. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
So if I can go back to being the pussy eating champ in 10 years later, that's got to be a
But
record.
Is that a fact? He's the longest between 1,000-yard seasons?
Yeah.
The key is just survive long enough so that you have to go into a home as a man and to a retirement community.
Well, that's hard for
Then-
me. That's hard for me because cisgender folks like you don't understand this, but I prefer to be called Zim, Zer, Z, or
daddy?
Dad or Daddy. Actually, my preferred pronoun is Daddy, so I'd prefer if everyone called me
Gay.
Daddy.
You can't say that, Zach.
You can't say that because you're the only one
you're
here that's ever called
cisnormative.
me Daddy. You're cisnormative and you're being offensive.
This is not okay. This is
When
problematic.
did our podcast become so fucking
You're
stupid?
gonna fucking smash your phone screen if you do that.
I was kind of hoping
Fucking
he had.
libtards in their black unison coats.
He just threw his phone down against the table.
Zach, you're being problematic.
Yeah, you're being
This is not
problematic.
okay.
Do you think the Vikings should sign the Juice and he could get that
Jew?
record?
Yeah, that's
No,
what
we don't
need to
need
get back
Jews.
to. Let's get to some Jew hate, not this everything for everybody.
Let's get to some Jew hate.
Jew hate. All right.
On that note, it's a great time.
Get that drop.
On that note, it's a great time for me to bring up that
Dude, you really do need to get dropped.
I
You need to get-
purchased a audio editing software for my phone and a recording software for my phone and a soundboard for the phone that can be hooked directly in as soon as I buy the cord. And I will be chopping up the best of our old podcast to make sure that I can play it.
Anytime a Jewish person dies, let's get that Jew hate. Let's get that Jew hate.
Can you bring up some samples of what you have? You have any samples or?
No, I just have the one that I did.
Let's
but-
wait until it doesn't sound like shit. And he's holding
well,
up
it
against the
sounded
microphone.
okay when you were doing it earlier.
It sounded okay outside of a podcast atmosphere. Let's wait till it doesn't sound like shit before we display it.
Right.
Does that sound okay?
Right, because all I have right now is
Ear
See, it
ear
sounds like
slug.
shit.
Ear slug.
yeah, I just have to suck it.
Oh.
That's it. Because that was my test
Well,
one.
Oh, no, sorry. Brain slug.
And I want the whole audio of Mel Gibson's rant.
Oh, I got that one because that one's
Soundboard.
gold.
I need a woman.
You make me want to smoke.
Yeah, that's gonna be great.
I hope you get raped by a pack of.
No, watch out!
I'm not gonna be part of a soundboard for that.
No,
The,
that's not a good idea.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
did we do the welcome and shit? Or
I
are
did.
we-
I welcomed, and then we went right into Zach sucking my lap hog.
Oh, did we want to talk about the juice getting loose?
Yeah, I did want to talk about. First of all, I'd like to toast to OJ.
No!
Boys.
That guy's a
Good for
murderer.
toast for OJ.
OJ.
being now downgraded from an okay death pool.
He
pick
stabbed
to
a dead
terrible
dude in the
one.
dick. I'm not toasting
I don't
him.
know.
He's on your fucking
First of all,
roster, isn't he?
fake
No,
news.
he's on yours.
He's not on
Fake
my
news.
roster.
Fake news.
Well, then
fake
he's not on
news.
mine.
He didn't kill anyone.
Yeah,
Stabbing a dead dude in the dick is a real
The
dick
only
move.
thing we know is that he might be somewhat responsible for their deaths.
but hey,
Wrongful
hey,
death, but that doesn't mean he's a murderer. He might be responsible for it.
is no
according
one
to
looking on the
courts.
bright side here? Now we're finally going to get somebody devoted 100% of their time to finding the real killers of Nicole
Yeah.
Brown and Ronald Goldman.
He won't
Here's
rest.
a question. Do you
Will he
think
finally be
gets-
able to release the book if I didn't do it? Or if I did it?
No, because like the reason he can is because he still owes
The Goldman's
like-
millions.
Millions upon millions.
So
of
anything
dollars.
he does that's like public, they get.
Like, have you seen the cover of If I Did It?
No.
Because part of his deal with writing that book was they got to make the cover. So If is super small. so it's just called,
well,
like, I Did It.
Part of the deal was they seized the rights to the book and then changed the cover to I Did It with
Yeah.
the if within the I. Like tiny.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. I was not wrong on the...
brilliant. That
No, it was the gold, the publisher.
Oh, yeah, clever Jews.
Actually published because the publisher was like, oh,
Jack.
it turns
Zach
out
coming
this is a
strong
bad
with the
idea.
Jew.
Wait a second. Can I guess? Was the publisher, the person that owns the publishing company, did their name end in Stein or Berg?
Probably.
There we
But the
They might have
could've had
started
gold
with
in it.
silver.
yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to say, like, OJ, congratulations. We're all rooting for you over here at the Deadpool
And,
podcast.
and-
Your comeback's going to be amazing.
You know, it would be terrific getting him as a guest. That would be.
We probably
Oh.
could if we paid him
Oh
in cash.
boy, we got.
OJ,
Yeah.
we don't have any money, air quotes, for
We
you.
would need to get some Coke.
No, to send
I
an
think
airline
OJ
ticket.
would love Coke.
Cut Zach's mic off right now. He's fucking up this opportunity to get.
Oh, you don't think OJ would like Coke?
Any money donated
Not
to our
all blacks like Coke.
Listen,
Everybody likes Geiser, you like Coke?
Just be quiet.
any money donated to the Patreon account in the until the next podcast is donated to OJ to get him on the podcast. We'll pay
Let's
it
go,
to him.
patrons.
Well, no. OJ, we might have the cash equivalent of that money that we're not giving to
It's
you.
potentially
in
an option. Maybe.
Buca, we'll have Buca de Beppo gift cards for you.
Yes.
What do you think OJ would cost?
get
we
him-
10 grand. 10 grand.
I bet
So
if we
we
much.
paid-
fly him out 10
No,
grand.
in interview now, he's the most highly sought after interview in the world, outside of Trump and Putin.
So he
Yeah,
wouldn't. He
we'd
wouldn't
have
do it
to
for a
wait
couple
like
hundred.
5. We'd have to wait like 2-3 years. Wait, and then offer to fly
But
him
by
out,
then, we'll
set
be
him
too
up
big
in,
for
like,
him.
A nice hotel for the night, and fly him back first class both ways plus 10.
Can't we just do a
grand, and
phone
could get
interview?
done.
Yeah, you
so it'd be
think-
like
well,
30 grand, 20
yeah,
grand,
that would
20
be-
grand
yeah,
total.
no,
Yeah,
Do
he's
you
on-
really want OJ
He's
in
on
the
parole.
room with
He
you?
probably can't leave his
Actually do.
house.
That'd be
Yeah,
fucking awesome.
I want the juice here.
I have so much shit for him to sign. All my cutlery.
My glove collection.
Oh shit!
Can you so Pete Rose now has been relegated to just signing baseballs in Las Vegas, and
Oh,
he'll
that's
put
sad.
anything on it that you want. So you can say, "Sorry, I bet on baseball, Pete Rose," and you can put it on a baseball, and he will. Imagine OJ might be down that similar path in about 10 years, where he's just signing
After it
whatever.
gets paid.
Yeah.
But he's not. But the thing is, he's not actually going to get that money. It's just going to go to the Goldmans
Right,
because they're
No, you pay him under the table.
real news
Well, no, the thing
sources
is,
that
he
are
gives
going to
him, like,
pay him
90% of his
$200,000
income, so the more he
are not.
works.
We're
gonna
not
get
a
under
real
the
news
table.
source.
But he's
We're
still
fake
gonna
news.
do it.
Yeah,
Like
we
he'll
are.
still do that shit.
Oh,
For all of you that don't think it's
because he
real,
has
we are
to.
definitely
But he's
fake
got-
news.
million still. If he can whittle that down, eventually he can actually make money.
I'm pretty sure he still is allowed a decent living wage off of those.
But the
income.
pension is what he's got that they can't touch, which is apparently has grown to $5 million because he hasn't touched it
Not
in the
a
last
year.
No, total.
Well,
which is pretty decent
What's
at
his-
70 to live off of.
His NFL pension?
Yeah,
He's 70?
because he hasn't drawn it for the last 7
he
years.
looks terrific.
Can't you draw a pension?
Juice, you do look
When you're
good,
in
buddy.
jail, what are you
Yeah,
going to
was he
spend it on?
juicing in prison?
Food and cigarettes?
Oh yeah, I'm sure maybe he drew a little bit to use in the canteen, but it's not like it's like
Stickers are
living off.
$5 in prison.
Ramen is
they
$1.
limit how much you can actually use from your personal funds.
Yeah, so he's fine. He's got $5 million in a pension, and apparently while he was in prison, he was just signing shitloads of stuff.
I'm guessing his first interview
that I'm
will be
sure
at least
was not all
$100,000.
reported.
So why doesn't the league say you're not going to get paid your pension if you commit a felony? Or,
Well, they
They
could
could do it now, but it doesn't. It's not
Well, right.
retroactive.
Yeah.
who's
And I
going
bet
to really
the Players
care?
Association would not appreciate that.
Well, here's to the juice. Man,
No.
Zach.
Fuck you, Zach.
We said juice, not juice.
Oh, okay.
he's
fine.
paid his time.
Yeah.
Okay? Be
Not that
nice.
much.
He did 9 years. He
did
killed
9
2
years.
people.
So if
and
you're one of
stole
his
some shit.
kids, do you
And he kidnapped someone.
go to the welcome home party?
No, oh god, but
Do you think that's the saddest welcome home banner ever?
look at Banner, OJ.
The juice is loose.
I don't know. Jared from Subways has got to be pretty sad.
Well, I don't think
He's
that's
not going to
ever
make it
coming.
out.
It's never coming.
It'll happen someday. Oh, wait. Is he on your team?
Doesn't he have like 40 years?
He's got a long time, and he's already gained back like all of his losing
How do
weight.
you gain that much weight
Because
in
you
prison?
buy a bunch of like fucking shit at the canteen every day,
And you
just
can't
gain
walk
weight.
anywhere, and it's
There's no Subway in prison.
Yeah, exactly. So he's dying in prison. Plus, he's a fucking pedo. He's got a target on his back.
Yeah.
OJ, when he was in prison, was probably like,
I bet,
"What?
I bet all the murders like, my man,
It's the juice."
he's loose.
I don't think they
Not
said.
yet, though.
I don't think they said
Fingers
my
crossed.
man.
Yeah.
I don't think the kids in prison these days really know who the juice is.
I fucking guarantee
There's a
you,
lot of old dudes in
everybody-
prison.
Yeah, there
Every
are.
single person in that prison.
You ever
knew
watch
who
Locked
the
Up?
fuck
OJ, I was
was.
at that Buffalo game, man, when you was running. Wow.
No.
That's some shit in prison.
Yeah. Or
the
like,
guys in Nevada were at that Buffalo game.
I lost so much money in that game, Juice.
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
There's a shitload of 60-year-olds that are there.
Yeah.
There's a shitload of kids people who remember watching the trial, and then anyone else
Or
who-
their parents rejoicing after
Yeah.
the.
Yes, but if you watch him at...
They knew who the fuck he was, and know
yes,
he's
you
a
know who he
celebrity.
is, but you don't know him as the juice. You don't
Yes,
remember him
you
as the
do.
football player.
I
No,
guarantee
you're
you
watching
don't-
the trial.
you don't revere
We don't
him.
know him as
Yeah,
the juice.
like,
No, but
we
we
don't
call him
revere
the
him.
juice.
I had a pog. with
Okay.
News the juice?
I had a pog that said that
slammer.
said give him the juice, and it was OJ in his uniform in the electric chair. So
Born. This is a goodie.
Born.
March 13th, 1911 in Tilden, Nebraska.
March 13th.
11.
1911.
89, 99 plus 8.
It's 100.
Jim Thorpe.
It's good cats.
Warren
He's an engine.
Buffett. He died, right?
No,
He lived.
Buffett's alive.
He live.
Thorpe's dead.
Attended for a time George Washington University until he dropped out. Well, it's a he in 1932.
In
Okay,
St.
so it's
Louis?
No,
George Washington
in D.C.
Yeah, GW.
Isn't that
No,
No,
You're thinking
St.
of
Louis is
Washington
WashU.
University.
isn't that Georgetown?
Georgetown is in Georgetown.
But that's D.C. basically.
It's across the river. It's in Virginia.
God damn it!
What? It doesn't fucking
autistic
matter.
Semantic asshole.
No, is anyone guessing based on them going to George Washington University?
Then why are you
Thorpe.
telling us?
Because it's an interesting
In
fact.
case you knew,
Yes.
What
So
did he
wait.
major in?
What year did he die?
I don't know. That's
That matters.
controversial. So we're gonna talk
so you
about that later.
you bring that later on.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
it's-
the
I'm giving
year
you
is
what I'm-
controversial?
I'm
You
giving
just told us.
I'm giving you what I'm giving you.
But didn't you just tell us the year?
I did not tell you the year.
Oh, you
yet.
said you attended in 1932.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
And then dropped out. He dropped out in 32.
Okay, so he lived to be at least 20.
20.
So he never
He
made
was at
that
least
shit.
20.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
He is probably the most Okay, this is the most prolific science fiction fantasy writer.
Philip K. Dick.
Isaac Asimov.
No.
Yeah.
Now, who's the Scientology guy? It is him.
Ron Hubbard.
Fuck. L. Ron Hubbard. No, I get that.
No! You didn't have a name! You said the Scientology guy.
Correction.
I have
It's L. Ron
Hubbard.
It is L. Ron.
I said that
Fuck.
too.
Okay, well, see, I thought we could go for a while on this one.
He died at sea.
You said science fiction. That's like.
Well, I should have said
there.
There were
writer.
3 and we hit them all.
Whatever.
There were 3 and we hit them all.
All right, so allegedly he died January 24th, 1986, age 74, which is what the non-enlightened, non-clear
Well, now
members
this
of the
sounds
world
like
wanna
segueing
think.
his ex-conspiracy corner.
But
what are we
really,
talking
what
about
happened is he had to
God, that'd be a
evacuate
great
his mortal
crossover.
cell
Yeah.
in order to
That's that big.
Yeah, that's
continue his OT studies because he had reached the zenith of his OT studies.
Operating Thetans are, without a doubt, the greatest threat to humanity.
No, they are the saviors. What?
here? Yeah, I thought they were the savior.
John,
no,
have you forgotten
I
about
don't.
Jews?
I don't buy in. I'm an anti-Scientologist.
Oh, well, okay.
We got an
Apparently
SP
you-
on our hands. We got an SP here. Oh,
I am. Yep. SPs and OPs. You guys are OPs. That's okay.
KSW, everybody. KSW. We got to get
apparently
this.
you have
We got to
not,
disconnect from this SP.
All right, we need to stop. I think we should censor this part from the podcast and anything that's said in
No.
the next
I
5-10
don't get
minutes.
too quick, though.
I don't want to get killed by a bunch of Scientology.
Do it, man.
they won't
Kill us
kill
all.
you.
have no
They're
power.
gonna kill KKK over here.
They're
not
gonna
gonna kill
rape
us.
him.
I
No.
can't wait. I'm gonna be in on that. I will join Scientology.
Did
for
you
that.
guys forget that David Miscavige is on my list?
Oh, is he?
Miscavige?
On your list
He's
of
not.
what?
He's basically a
People
billionaire.
he's got to murder with his
Yeah.
guns.
He's a ghost.
Producer Kyle has a lot of guns.
Dude, I didn't know that. That's
This
a great
cabbage is
pick.
a ghost, though.
So the couple cool things about Elron.
He's a ghost. You just want to say.
So he was a sub captain in
Not
World
wrong.
War II. He
Who wasn't?
Well, that's according to him.
He commanded 2 ships. And he was removed both times when his
For, like,
superiors found him
behavior.
incapable of command.
Yeah.
One time when he shelled an island off Mexico for no apparent reason.
Well, they had it coming.
He almost started a war
See,
with
it seems like-
Mexico.
You know
I
what?
wonder
See,
how that one
see-
would have ended.
Had we all not gotten high and watched Going Clear together, we would have had a lot more trouble with this
Yeah, it's true.
death in history.
What?
Well, this was
At
years
647.
ago. Yeah.
At,
We did?
Yeah.
I don't think I was there.
I didn't watch it by myself.
I watched it with Vario, not high.
No, I didn't watch it with anyone else. I watched it while having food poisoning, and it was the worst
All
day
right,
of my
all
life.
3 of us disagree. We'll agree to disagree.
You guys must have been really high.
Yeah,
I don't
One of the things
No, wait,
that.
I watched it with Vario.
So have you guys
You
ever heard
didn't
of,
live there.
Have you guys ever
I
heard
didn't
of,
watch it.
Have you guys ever heard
Zach.
of Jack Parsons?
Jack Parsons Project.
Don't mention
No.
full names on the podcast.
Yeah, god damn it. Not
We don't care about
Jay
these Maple
Parsons
Grove
or
fucks.
Jack
He was the guy who started the
seal.
Alan Parsons
no,
Project.
he was a scientist back in
Jefferson
in the day.
Starship.
MK
who
Ultra.
No, he started the rocket lab out in Caltech. What's that called? The J.
That's Elon Musk.
The J.
SETI?
No, the
JPL.
That's not a rocket
JPL.
lab.
Yes, he started JPL.
Jet Propulsion Laboratory.
Yeah, and
Jack
but he was
Parsons
also like
Laboratory.
really into like Aleister
Parsons
Crowley and like
Project.
the occult. And L. Ron Hubbard was his fucking roommate for like years. And like basically L. Ron just lived off of him because he was like,
Elron was a retard, and this guy was
Yeah.
really smart.
and was making money. And L. Ron like was like, whatever, I'm gonna take advantage of you and start a yacht business with you, steal your money and leave. But they both followed Aleister Crowley. Jack Parsons met his,
Aleister Crowley's alive at this point.
yes, at this point.
He's in England.
yeah.
Who the fuck's that?
He was like a Satanist.
Yeah, he's like historically the most famous Satanist or
Yeah.
occult figure.
Yeah. And like
He just
you
made
should-
it all up.
Braden, you'd like it. A 5-minute visit to his page, you'd be like, "This dude is fucked up."
yeah,
It's a Black Sabbath
So
song.
Jack
I like
Parsons met his
Satanists.
wife.
Mr. Crowley!
Jack Parsons met his
That's my favorite Counting Crows song.
Jack Parsons met his wife when she came to the house that he and L. Ron Hubbard
Oh, wait,
shared
no.
after they
But no,
had
it's
been
a really good
looking
song.
for a woman to bring to Earth through like a bunch of like occult
Wait,
fucking
a space woman?
No, like a woman to birth the devil, the Antichrist through some occult. What are they called? When you like church? What like fucking
sacraments,
rituals? Yes, and so her name was Sarah Betty Northrup. She ended up marrying Jack Parsons, and then soon therein started fucking L. Ron Hubbard. Left Jack Parsons for L. Ron Hubbard. Well, Jack Parsons still lived with them, and they still lived together. L. Ron ended up leaving her, stealing their money, and starting Scientology.
And he was quoted as saying,
If you ever want to get rich, don't do anything but start. Don't
write books.
Start a religion." And he was estimated to be worth at the time of his death in '86, personally, $600 million.
Jesus fuck.
So he's also is the highest grossing author of all time.
Oh.
He's also the most prolific author of all time as far as the number of words he's had published, and he was. And the reason he's the highest grossing though is because he got himself made. Well, and he got it, and posthumously, he never paid taxes. And posthumously, Scientology won the battle to make everything tax exempt.
And they used to have like in the early '80s, like mid '80s, I think even into that. We might have been alive during this. Used to have infomercials for Dianetics.
Yep.
Yeah, and those were all. I mean, all of that's based off of L. Ron Hubbard.
Yep, and no taxes, 100%.
Well, to be fair, it is a religion.
Yeah, sure.
It's just as fucking crazy as any other religion.
But it's also insane that religions have tax break status. That, like taxable.
Yeah, that's the thing that's a joke.
Reason, the reason they're supposed to, like...
It's no different than any other religion. They're all crazy.
Yeah. Theoretically...
It is a religion, so it should get whatever laws apply to religion.
Is that theoretically, the reason that they have tax breaks is because the donations and the money that they get, they also spend on quote-unquote good works and, like... on furthering their religion. Whereas Scientology spends it on investing in real estate and hoarding for David Miscavige.
I'd imagine they're like this.
Yeah, what is
the
like
top
the net worth?
three
like
richest religions in terms of net worth?
Oh, I'm sure they're.
I mean,
Catholic
Church,
the Catholic Church is worth a fuck ton
Catholic
because
Church
it's
is
so
number one.
old.
It's number one. They have so many riches and treasure,
and there aren't that many totally centralized religions.
Right, that's why
it doesn't matter though if you're not. Oh, you mean like centralized as in there's like one hub?
Yeah, like the Catholic Church is one.
I don't know if any others.
How is Islam connected? Like,
I don't think they're as central. I think they're.
And goddamn it, what's in the box?
All right, you guys want to know?
What?
So
they're all Abrahamic religions.
Muslims have got to be in the
I didn't look up Muslims.
But it's not centralized.
So the Vatican Bank.
You ever heard of Saudi Arabia?
Or Mecca?
But it's not.
The Vatican claims, or whatever record this is.
Like
CNN. Wait, stop. What is this list that you're reading?
It's CNN's.
List of what?
Fake news.
List of what? Richest religions?
No. Vatican's net worth.
What? No.
Okay, just let him read the fucking thing.
So the Vatican has assets of about $8 billion.
No.
That's wrong.
What?
It's
That's
way more.
got to be liquid. Because, like, the
They have
fucking
churches
Basilica of St. Mary in Minneapolis has to be worth, like, the actual building and everything with it has to be worth
and
$50 million.
They also
They have
own that
multiple
whole
buildings in
They
Manhattan.
also own all of Vatican City.
Yeah.
What's
And
that?
all the fucking art that goes along with it.
All that. Oh yeah, the Sistine Chapel.
Not to mention,
Cut that shit up. Some crazy Chinese billionaires.
It's not
are
that
gonna pay
good.
a
I've seen
fuck
pictures.
ton.
Not to mention the throne of Satan, which is
Yeah.
an intense fucking thing that the Pope should sit on.
All the bodies of the former popes. They
Yeah.
don't know.
They should just put
Yeah.
infinity next to the value because they also have the Holy Grail.
And like,
that's true.
and like just like the real
And
estate.
they have an endless supply of boys.
Think of the real estate they own in New York City, like downtown
New
New York
York
City.
City?
But, like, no, but they
Don't
own,
get Zach
they own
started.
blocks and blocks of just land in
Yeah.
New York, in downtown Manhattan.
Not quite blocks and blocks, but
Yes, St. Patrick's Cathedral is fucking gigantic, and they own that land. Other
and
churches.
guess
So
where?
Geiser,
Vatican City alone
Kyle, can you
is gotta
rewind
be
it
worth
when I
like
said
$8
they
billion.
own
So-
a lot of churches
Sistine
in
Chapel?
Manhattan?
Yeah.
You could
So-
sell that to an.
So they claim they have $8 billion in assets and 1.1 billion euros on its balance sheet, which is a separate entity.
Okay, so they have it's more.
No way.
If
And
they were
there's
to
got
try
to
to
be like
probably
the
a
Catholic
ton
Church
that
in
they don't
90% of
If they were to
counties.
There's probably a
to
ton
sell-
non-record.
Yeah. Like they probably don't
So that
actually.
implies
The US would pay-
7.7 in liabilities. No way.
They have $8 billion in appraised assets.
If
they
they were to
probably
sell
don't.
the Vatican City, a country would pay more than $10 billion for
Yes.
it.
Yes.
So, and then the Church of Scientology on record has 1.2 billion.
on record,
pretty
but
fucking
still,
good.
that's
That's
a
a lot.
fucking shitload. But like,
Find some
It's
more.
all real estate.
What is Islam?
well, and probably
It's not,
a lot.
it's
that's
not
liquid,
as
'cause they-
centralized because Saudi Arabia owns Mecca.
And there's different. Yeah.
And no one
Jeddah.
knows how much money those
It's like
fuckers have.
it's not centralized.
Well, what is the Saudi Arabian royal family worth? That's kind
$100
of
billion.
your answer.
Trillions?
Not trillions.
Just
I would
unlimited.
bet.
It does
It's
unlimited.
billions.
It's
Yeah,
billion.
nothing comes back for
Depends on
Islam.
the price of oil.
Google Saudi Arabian royal family. What
I
they're
bet it's
worth.
30 billion.
I bet
No,
I
it's
bet there's a
probably
range,
more.
and it's
It's
so
more.
unknown that it's like between $10 and $1 trillion.
So there you
what I
go.
bet.
That's your answer. If they own Mecca, if Saudi Arabia owns Mecca, the royal family owns Saudi Arabia.
Yeah,
and
the
that's your
Sultan
answer.
of Saudi Arabia is the keeper of Mecca.
So, June 2015, Forbes listed Prince Al Walid bin whatever as the 34th richest man in the world with an estimated net worth of $28 billion.
One of
So
them.
there you go.
One of the
One of
members
them.
of the royal family.
In
Wait, is that
2014,
Ben Rashid El Maktoum, whatever?
Because the
Al Bashar?
We don't even know. They don't even tell
Islam has
OPEC.
all the oil.
They don't even
Catholics
tell
have
OPEC
oil.
how much oil they
You ever
have.
been to Texas?
They make that shit up.
Oh, that's
so
bad.
they
Yeah,
should
what
be sitting on a
Catholics are in
shit ton
Texas?
more.
Yeah,
than
there's
that.
no way to
country.
know. They have effectively unlimited wealth.
But it
Yes.
those
Effectively.
those
Like, it
figures are
doesn't
also
matter.
they're not official
Yeah.
officiant.
It's not like
or-
it's not like an accountant went through their fucking
But
books.
no,
and
they're,
looked.
they're not officially related.
I'm fully-
within the church. It's
Yeah.
not.
But if there was a
churches
war,
or
the Islams
religion.
wouldn't
Well, and
join
like
because they hate
Scientology
each
is
other.
totally
But the
Islam's
Christians would
1.6
join.
The
billion.
Islams wouldn't
like,
join.
Just think of the real estate they
Would they?
have.
Sunni
in-
and Shiite, they hate each
Muslims?
other.
Have you seen the fucking Scientology Center in
God,
St.
you're
Paul?
such a fucking
It's
PC
beautiful.
podcast
And that's
host.
probably like a $20 million building in fucking
Fake
St.
news.
Paul.
Yeah,
in
it's pretty
LA,
amazing.
In
It's
downtown
really nice.
CPA.
Yeah, in downtown LA, they have
Bruh.
a bunch of shit. In Clearwater, they own the fucking city of Clearwater.
Yeah.
Like, they're fucking worth way more than.
But in,
Only talk
in
magic.
Europe, they have a real
A sh-
strong, like,
yeah.
real nice and real
And
historic
like
cities.
everywhere in the world, they have like they're worth more than they say. It's
Not
just-
in North
all right,
Korea.
Kyle,
Not in North
Kyle,
Korea.
Label this the Scientology plus what other our deaths episode, and we got to move to YouTube. By the way,
You gotta find that like
YouTube.
super popular Christian
SoundCloud's
hashtag.
dying.
SoundCloud's
just-
dead in 2 months. We need to be on YouTube.
and just have like a still image.
A page, yeah.
yeah, something like that.
All right.
We can work on video later. It's not that hard to set our phones up in corners with fucking.
God, that would be a great podcast.
yeah, sure. Video podcasts are fucking lame.
No, but I think just putting it on YouTube,
Unless you
you're
have
going to get
guests
more
and stuff.
exposure.
Yeah.
Cut this out.
I agree with that.
No, I actually cut this out.
No, don't even think about it.
But anyway, Scientology. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's an insane fucking form of religion. But Braden's right. It
There's
is a religion.
no crazier.
it's just as
like
insane.
all religions are insane.
Yes.
Yes.
If had Christianity just been invented in the past 30 years,
You'd be
say
like,
the
what the
same
fuck?
thing.
The one thing I will say is that theoretically, most religions also try to do some sort of good work.
Are you saying that Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise isn't good work?
Okay, but no, you know what I mean.
I
He's
wish
got a
Martin
point.
Landau was coming up right now.
Theoretically,
Like
I
kill
fucking hate all
infidels and
religion,
get
but
virgins when you die.
theoretically, the difference between
That's good work.
Scientology and Christianity or Islam or whatever is that they do like feed poor people. They do like donate shoes and shit. Scientology doesn't
Fly
do
Knock
planes
down
in the
the Twin
building.
Towers.
Yes, exactly. We lost 20 of the most devout Muslims in the world 15 years, 16 years ago.
So sad.
But does Islam have any? I don't think they.
They
have
don't
that.
do charity.
No.
Yes, they do.
Their charity is not letting women drive,
That's not.
which is all right.
that's
but-
charity.
Let's be fucking real. They do charity and feed poor people and shit.
You said doo
I don't
doo.
think so.
I don't
Yes,
really
they
know.
do. They donated a shitload of money. One of the mosques donated a bunch of money to that Jewish cemetery.
Oh
that
my
got
god!
fucked up a
Oh
while
my
ago.
god! You're not getting into this right now.
Oh, I'm just
you know
saying-
who donated? You know who raised that?
we are
Linda
not-
Sarsour.
We are not a political podcast.
Whatever. I'm saying
I'm so glad I
theoretically they
Voiced
do.
by your
Give
own
them
retard.
at least that.
Yet again. Yet again.
In
Anyway.
theory, the Earth is flat. You crackhead.
Whatever, Zach.
Linda Sarsour is a piece of shit.
In theory, no, it's not. Sorry.
No, it's not in theory.
Not in theory, it's
No.
fact.
Well, I'm just saying dumb shit too.
No, but Kyrie Irving. We want Kyrie to come here. Earth is flat.
Oh, he's a flat
Whoa,
earther.
Yeah, Kyrie Irving's a flat earther.
I'm just gonna tweet him a picture of the block and just be like, look at that. It's
Here's
flat as
Minnesota.
far as the eye can see.
Here's where all the white women at. Get up here, boy.
Let him know, man. I'm serious. It's not just white. We can have any of them. Oh, just everyone up here seems to dye their hair blonde these days, which I don't fucking get. You guys, it's fucking ass.
You lived through the 90s and you have a problem with people bleaching their hair?
No, I don't have a problem with men doing it.
Yeah, all right. All right.
Zach.
You got it.
Kyle, I got a brew for you.
Put some tips in.
Zach, you either frost those tips yourself or John's going to do it for you.
God, you guys are so.
I'm a frost yo tip while I frost my tip. Bang, bang.
Black, just gay pride unity. I don't get it. What the?
Absolutely. We are an all-inclusive podcast. You may not be, but we are. Sorry.
I'm not inclusive at all.
No, I know. That's why I need you to go and talk with your brother about him not being able to figure out that he's talking with me on Twitter.
They've been arguing for the past 3 weeks.
I've seen screenshots. I'm just like, whatever.
Does he know it's me?
I don't think so.
He doesn't.
I think I even said something like, your dad and my dad don't want 100% of gay people murdered. You're being ridiculous. And he's like, well, no. I'm like, no. You just said 100% of Republicans want to murder gay people.
That's a fact.
It is, yeah.
It's a fact.
Not hateful
They
at
want
all.
to set up camps. There's a bill going through the House that does that. It's a fact.
Why isn't he listening to the pod?
I don't know. He asked what I was doing tonight, and I said recording the pod.
Oh.
So shout out to Trevor.
Trevor, if you're listening, dude, it's John Rowland. You had my dad as a, right?
Or
in
you might
kindergarten?
know him as Beer Leader.
Author of A Mr. in Kindergarten.
Yeah, author of A Mr. in Kindergarten. You may know me as...
first grade teacher.
Yeah, at Beer Leader. You had my dad in elementary
he's a
school.
kindergarten teacher.
Your dad's a teacher?
No, but he taught
He's a
Trevor
principal
first
now.
grade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, he taught Trevor in first grade. And I just wanted to let you know, dog. Yo, big ups.
Stunned.
Holla, 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 holla. That's it, dog. That's it.
Anyway.
Does he still get that mailbox money from A Mr. in Kindergarten?
No, the publishing company went bankrupt.
Scholastic?
Yeah, Scholastic went bankrupt, and so he took.
Why didn't you sell your dad's book good
I
enough?
don't know if it was really Scholastic because I'm guessing.
I think it's SPI.
Whatever.
It's called.
Anyway, who
Scholastic
cares?
doesn't have
Right,
a-
but it doesn't matter. So he sold
Scholastic
like
is exclusively for selling books in gyms.
he sold like
What were they like every
Weebles.
Thursday they'd come
same
out
skull
and like
The book fairs.
Weebles.
With the little...
Well, yeah, but book fair, but they weren't necessarily book fairs. We had to
You
order,
got a little
like-
catalog.
Yeah, but every Thursday, they'd send them out like, hey, in the next 2 weeks you can get this book.
Yeah.
Bottom
What
line
was
is
that-
he took a settlement bid. That's it. Bottom line.
those book fairs or whatever.
But you could order them.
They had the
just-
pamphlets. That was like
Yeah.
once a
The
month.
Scholastic catalog or whatever it was. It was just like 4 pages.
I
Of
Saint
once-
Scholastica in
yeah.
Duluth put it on.
I once ordered those in 7th grade. I got one for some reason, and I ordered them, and they brought it into me in pre-calc with like a bunch of 9th graders, and I'm like, nah, it's not mine. I don't know what you're talking about.
and that was the
it was
big.
just the nerdiest fucking,
But
like-
you getting something delivered midday was the beginning of the
Oh.
addiction for you as an adult. With
You never
that.
I
ordered
love
books?
Amazon. No, I did all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Through those
Yeah, but he was, but in
That's how you
seventh,
get all the
yeah,
good
yeah,
goosebumps.
that's only-
exactly. In 7th grade, he was getting Goosebump books and Choose Your Own
Why are
Adventures. And
these
he's like, I don't know
books?
what you're talking about, man. That's not mine.
It was. Oh God, it was. So
What was the book? What's the nerdy book?
I have no. I don't even remember.
Goosebumps. It's probably Goosebumps.
No.
Was it about a mummy?
in 7th grade? No, it was absolutely not Goosebumps.
Was it porn?
Yeah. I got porn off the Scholastic book shit. God damn it, you're retarded.
Can we just turn Zach's mic down?
No way.
Can we turn his life off?
Turned down for what?
Golly,
Zach,
just
you
outrageous.
better bring it fucking hard during this conspiracy.
I know.
corner.
Bring it hard
Well,
to
I'm
John.
gonna get you hard, fag.
Yeah.
Oh, good. It wasn't me that broke the box.
My God, a bigot and an anti-Semite right over here.
Yeah, that's the. Hey, if you start throwing racial slurs in, you're the full package.
Is this
Full
because of the
package.
manual labor
I can't-
you're working with the blue collar boys these days?
No,
you
yeah.
just throw around the slurs.
No, I just work with hippies. Yesterday, the fucking dudes I was working with just did Adderall, and I was just like, okay, crush that concrete, boys. I'll go drive to the dump.
Well, that just makes them more productive.
They're hella productive.
Did anyone else get turned on when Zach said drive to the dump?
I just heard boys.
They're 19.
Ooh, that makes it
Dude, oh my
perks
god,
my ears up a little.
I am
Illegal.
rock hard right now.
that makes it better.
Do you guys ever take your shirts off together?
No, just straight tanks. A lot of tanks. A lot of tan young boys.
I really need to get that drop.
Glistening with sweat?
Dude, there's so many good drops already happening this podcast.
We need drops.
This
We
is
need
great.
microphones to hear the
All right. So
headsets.
what do we got next here?
Money.
Spartacus.
We can all buy our own
It's
headsets.
it's real easy. Up next, we have a quick update on the deaths that we've experienced in the last. Is it 3 weeks or a month since we did
3
this
weeks, month.
It's been about 3 weeks, so
Couple fortnights.
Let's let Jason just fucking rip it up right now. Tara, take it away.
first 2.5 weeks or so, kind of slow. Last week and a half have been.
Boy, it kicked into
it's
high gear.
really,
It was a
really
roller coaster.
Yeah. We're gonna start with one of the earlier ones, and that would be a man of the name of Nelson Ellis.
Who the fuck
dat?
is that?
Now, I never watched this show, but he was best known for his role as Lafayette Reynolds in the HBO
Oh, you never
series
watched True Blood?
True Blood.
Nope.
Which he played from
good.
2008 until the series completion in 2014.
Wow.
Okay, this guy was young, huh?
Can we,
Lots
Yeah.
of tits.
can we pause real quick?
It makes fucking Game of Thrones look like a G, as far as the sex in it, like fucking G-rated.
But the problem is that was right around the time when the romanticization of vampires came in a
Yeah.
level that wasn't, I'm trying to kill this woman and have
It was
sex
a
with her.
Twilight.
It was like, oh, I love vampires, and fuck that shit.
but
Vampires aren't to
this
be
was
loved.
like an R-rated vampire Twilight equivalent, rather than
the
it was.
second Twilight hits that conversation, I'm out.
It's better than Interview with the Vampire.
It would pretty much have to be.
Yeah, that was not very good.
You didn't like that movie? I like that movie.
I mean, it wasn't terrible, but
Gary, no, what was the one with Gary Oldman?
That was Dracula.
Dracula was good.
Yeah.
I didn't like
that-
Interview with the Vampire.
With
I didn't buy.
Keanu Reeves in Dracula.
Wasn't
That was-
What about
Tom Cruise.
Nosferatu?
no Tom Cruise?
Tom Cruise
Yeah.
was not. That was Keanu Reeves was the lead
Nope.
actor of that.
I think it was Tom Cruise.
Are you high
Tom
right now?
Cruise.
It's Tom
in
Cruise.
Dracula.
Oh, Dracula?
Yes,
That was Gary Oldman.
That
That
was-
was not Keanu Reeves.
that was $100. Keanu Reeves
Wait.
was the lead actor in Dracula.
this is phenomenal.
$100.
no.
Not Interview, Dracula.
Okay, so no, he might have been the younger guy. He was not.
Wait, are you taking the?
He
you know
was
that
not
guy.
Dracula, but he was the lead in Dracula.
Gary Oldman was Dracula.
Yes. But
I'm just
Dracula
saying, yeah.
was not the lead in the movie
Okay,
Dracula.
I'm saying that movie I liked. I did not like.
Which
Interview.
agree.
year?
The one with Gary Oldman.
Keanu
In like
Reeves was in it.
1994.
Yeah, that was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah. You owe me $100.
He played like
Oh,
the young like.
He was
You
Jonathan
owe him $100.
Harkin or whatever. The guy.
That was
who-
actually literally his name, Jonathan Harker.
Yeah, he was the.
Well, you've read the book.
Yeah. And seen
Was
the
he
movie.
friends with Lon Chaney?
No, Jonathan Harker. Sorry,
Yeah, whatever
Harker.
it was.
Retard.
You really fucked that up.
But yeah. And then Tom Cruise was in Interview with Brad Pitt.
Oh, Carrie
and,
Elwes.
That sucked.
and Christian Slater and Kirsten Dunst
That
and
sucked.
Antonio Banderas.
That was not good.
All right.
That's what I said.
Carrie Elwes was in Dracula.
Yep.
Oh, great.
No,
That's a
you're
great drop.
thinking- You're thinking of Dracula Dead and Loving It.
No,
he
he
was-
was Dracula.
He would play
Pay
one of the other
$100.
guys. He's looking at IMDb. Don't take it.
Nelson Ellis was best known for his memorable portrayal of Lafayette Reynolds on HBO's True Blood. Died at the age of 39. Ellis's manager, Emily Gerson Sains, confirmed the actor's death in an email Saturday. The Hollywood Reporter, which was the first to report Ellis's death, quoted her as saying the actor died from complications of heart failure at 39. That's
You
a
know,
lot.
Carrie Elwes
It had
died
a lot
storm
to do with
chasing.
drugs.
That's true. No,
Is that true?
Yeah.
He's
No,
into storm
he
chasing.
died. He
Decent.
died being tortured in a room,
By
in a
who?
bathroom.
Did he die, or did he just cut his leg off to get free?
I think
I
in the
think he
second
bled
one
out.
you find out that he died because
bled
it was
out.
Yeah, in
And the
second
guy
one.
just leaves. The
Yeah.
guy and the other guy in the room
just
he's a
walked up
plant.
and left,
Yeah.
and then I think you find out that he ends up getting locked.
That was a great.
there.
That was a great horror movie.
Yeah, very
Why
good.
do they fuck up all the sequels?
Because it was cheap,
cash grab. Yeah,
cheap and easy to do.
People love the first one.
But
Yeah.
you you have a long-term sustainable thing if you actually make them good.
Yeah, but it was like the long term. There was no like sequel. It was a bottle movie.
And like,
it
how
was-
often does Hollywood ever capitalize on a great first idea and then continue that idea and make it all?
Especially
Ever heard of
something-
Star Wars?
And something is, but like that has like a long narrative. That's a bottle movie. Everything's contained in one room.
Right,
so like
right,
after that, like what do you do?
Yeah.
Oh, let's learn about Jigsaw. No, let's put Jigsaw in another situation with another thing. Then make it the exact make the exact same movie
Make
again.
it as clever, just
But, like,
with a
that's-
different twist.
Yeah, but then everyone knows that twist is coming, which is why all the other ones
I'm sure there's
suck,
some
and like you
somewhere
can't
where I
get
can
good writers to do
prove
it.
you wrong on this.
What?
Like a movie that was a standalone movie that became a series.
But
that
that's
was good.
also a bottle like.
You ever heard of Star
You
Wars?
know, it doesn't have like an. But it,
Are you? Oh my god! Are you?
Might be the best.
By his own retarded.
no, but it's got to be a. But
I get what you're saying. It can't be a something like it can't be Lord of the Rings.
It doesn't have an extended universe.
Right, it can't be like Lord of the Rings or Star Wars or
It's
the Matrix.
I have coffee.
No, that has
Yes.
an expanded
No,
universe.
no, no.
That is an extended universe.
Saw has an extended universe
No,
by
it
that
doesn't.
logic.
It's a serial killer murder like that.
No, The Matrix is a good point because The Matrix was a movie that was intended to be just the solo movie and they expanded it.
I don't think
Weapon.
it was ever meant to be a solo movie. They always had the three.
Lethal Weapon.
No.
Lethal Weapon is an example, but that's
Beverly
still,
Hills Cop.
But it's those aren't bottle movies. They go on
they
Beverly
are.
Hills
Oh.
Ninja.
I'm talking about like a movie where it's like
Major
a
League.
fucking limited
Indiana
viewpoint.
Jones.
No, it's not a bottle movie.
I think it
Well,
still is
you're-
because they
you're
don't
making up your own
It's
logic
similar
for why-
characters.
I'm saying that
It's similar characters, but the plots don't intersect.
Tell me about
like, they
a
don't
movie
overlap.
that has a limited single scope where you're in a room the whole time, or
Okay,
like
okay,
one
well,
scene
okay,
the
okay,
whole
okay.
time.
That's a little
that
different.
Ends up being
That's-
anything different.
That's a little different, though.
Yeah, or like what's all the fucking horror movies? Like the one with what's the
Jason,
Panic
Mike
Room.
Myers.
what's the one where they like
You have to
that
even-
was really good? The first one where it's like a found footage ghost movie.
Blair Witch Project.
No, found footage ghost movie. where they-
Paranormal Activity.
That's
Paranormal
another
Activity
example of the same
4
one.
was actually awesome.
But 2 and 3 probably blew.
Yes.
Yeah.
But 4
So
was really good.
So the sequel was really bad.
4 might have been their best one.
Oh. Anyway, let's go on.
Some movies are
miss?
pretty fucked up. Like when you can you imagine like walking down the stairs and all of a sudden all your silverware is up on the ceiling or something? That's fucked up.
Yeah, that'd be scary. Go
That's pretty
upstairs for 20
I don't like ghosts, man.
Can
I
we
don't think
quote?
that
Can
would be
we?
the scariest part of it.
Can we quote Braden?
If
on,
sometimes I woke
I don't
up
fuck
after
with
drinking
ghosts?
and my bed was wet, I'd be afraid of ghosts too.
All right, Zach, you're
Zach, you're
done.
Can't I get shit to someone? Come on.
Well, no,
No, I mean not like that. You're losing it quick here. You need a beer. I don't know why you're drinking coffee.
yeah.
You're
Why are you
fucked up.
drinking chocolate milk?
To be fair, what he just mixed up was brandy, Kahlua, and like Bailey's.
That
There was no
actually does
coffee
sound-
in it.
That's
I ran out of
not
coffee.
a 90-degree summer day drink, Zach. That's a fucking
Zach,
That's
I'm
a
gonna-
20-degree
Zach.
winter drink.
You're my boo, so I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get you some coffee, okay, baby?
That's gay as hell.
Anyway,
It's not gay if I don't come.
Lafayette, go on.
He also appeared as Martin Luther King Jr. in Lee Daniels' The Butler, and as singer Bobby Bird in the James Brown biopic Get On Up.
There was
He
a
also-
James Brown biopic.
He
that
also
came out
appeared
recently?
in The Help, and his castmate Octavia Spencer mourned his death on Instagram, saying, "My heart breaks for his kids and his family."
How'd he die?
heart failure, from being a drug
39.
addict.
That's coke.
Oh, he was a drug addict?
Well, that's what the rumors are.
Nothing's been definitively said. The autopsy is inconclusive at this point. On Twitter, some fans posted one of his more famous scenes as Lafayette, where the character marches out of the kitchen to confront some bigoted diners.
Would you guys shut the fuck
Yeah,
up?
shut the
over
fuck
there?
up. Cut Zach forever.
Anyway, go on.
HBO released a statement saying the network was extremely saddened by Ellis's death. Nelson was a longtime member of the HBO family whose groundbreaking portrayal of Lafayette will be remembered fondly within the overall legacy of True Blood, the statement read. Nelson will be dearly missed by his fans and all of us at HBO. True Blood creator Alan Ball
All right, Zach.
called Ellis a singular talent whose creativity never ceased to amaze me. Working with him was a privilege.
It doesn't sound like shit.
I did see the first season of this, and I remember this guy. He seemed like a magnetic talent. Seemed like a decent fella, but outside of that, I guess it.
Wait a second. What does he look like?
He's just a black, bald dude.
Oh, yeah.
Very young looking.
But he's also very 39, a very young 39.
Yeah.
He looks like he's 20.
So we're assuming cocaine.
No,
Some drugs.
He does not look like he's 20. He looks like he's 25.
His family released a statement on July 10th saying that Ellis had been trying to quit drinking alcohol in the days before his death.
Okay.
And that alcohol withdrawal syndrome led to his heart failure.
Well,
so that really puts a damper on me drinking this beer right now.
Yeah, but in order to go through withdrawals that severe,
you have to quit. You first have to quit. You go through withdrawals.
Step 1, quit.
We're fine. I
can't.
And step 2, have at least a liter of vodka a day.
To that guy.
Listen, baby. Me quitting would be super dangerous. You don't know. Look at this.
I can't do it.
That's it's too dangerous. I care about my health too much to quit.
He's got a good point.
Yeah,
because you poured cream on shit.
I'm so overwhelmed by just Zach's bullshit over here and what the hell's going on.
He wouldn't let me touch him.
And he's still doing a goddamn.
His drink looks good, though. His drink looks good.
Drink beer, man.
It's brandy and Kahlua and Carolingians.
Do you have anything not alcoholic in there?
No.
Do not.
Oh, ice.
Ice.
Don't. Ice. That's a winter drink. That's not a summer.
I'm sleepy.
Hey. Don't discriminate winter summer.
And you think brandy and Kahlua? You didn't make alcoholic coffee out of 3 ingredients that don't have coffee in them.
Thanks, man.
In fact, it made it more likely for you to fall asleep because you have a creamy, thick, boozy drink.
Zach, I swear to God, if you can ever again you fail to do your conspiracy corner, you're going to get raped by John.
1,
already happening.
Failed. 2, Geiser.
Let's rewind that. You failed.
You will no.
I pointed where you needed to speak.
If you fail again, you got. You didn't point.
He did it on his own. You did this.
You got your one mulligan.
I ate too much pizza.
You got your one mulligan. You do it again. If you're any circumstance, you're getting raped by John, and
already happening.
This negativity is terrible.
That's positive. That's positivity to me.
Here we go.
That's a net neutrality.
Nelson Ellis seemed like a very talented actor, limited scope in terms of his career. Didn't do a whole lot, but a nice little career.
Yeah, he's known. You can figure out who he is.
I recognize him. Yeah.
He's done shit.
Trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was also in Secretariat.
Oh, was he the horse?
Wow.
What?
Wow. Well,
Andy Serkis is like the monkey in the thing.
He was also in Mighty Joe Young. Anything else to say?
Mighty Joe Young? Well, Geiser's the only one here that should say anything at this point.
I'm kidding. He wasn't.
It's phenomenal.
And actually,
all the King Kong remakes.
Oh, that's also why I knew him. He was in a Veronica Mars episode.
Oh.
Veronica Mars is hot as fuck.
I agree, Zach. And it's a great show.
Especially high school.
Yeah, the first 2 seasons are the best.
If he wasn't in his sexiest green T-shirt right now, I would just be so upset. But
all right,
he looks.
All right, let's rest in peace. What's his name again?
Nelson Ellis.
Nelson Ellis.
Well, here we should raise it. We should. You
All right,
like True Blood? You said he was good in it.
He is good.
Yeah,
he's probably the
seemed
best
like a good
actor
actor.
in True
He
Blood.
seemed good.
Probably
Here's to
is.
Nelson Ellis. Died too young. God bless your heart. Thanks
39.
for giving us some fun.
Yep.
I loved Mighty Joe Young when I was 12.
His Secretariat was pretty good.
The
too.
Secretary was phenomenal. You ran fast.
Motherfucker, Ron.
All right, what do we got next?
All right, next up we have what many would call a legendary. Let me just pop up the next Wikipedia here.
What? Really?
I think a lot of people would call this person legendary.
Yeah.
Very much
I
so.
forgot about
Ron
that.
Goldman?
No, sir. The King of Zombie.
King of Zombie. That would
Fuck that guy. I hate
that would be
guy.
oh, God.
Oh my God! Don't do
That would
right
be
now.
George Romero.
So has anyone seen the original Night of the Living Dead
From 68, yeah.
Yeah, it's so much better than the new one.
What? The new one is actually pretty good.
I know.
No,
but
new one's good too.
Yeah.
but it's really.
I like
but
the way the original, like the zombies bite flesh out of people.
that happens in the. What the fuck are you talking about? Have you seen that either?
what is going on?
Have you seen a zombie movie?
Oh my god, I wish I had a joint so bad right now. I wanted him to go
Anyway,
full catatonic
no.
again.
The thing that made the original.
Just so you can rape him.
The original was
No!
Like, the original
I wanna
is
get
like
stoned,
it's
but-
the same reason like all those old John Carpenter movies are good because they're like
Yeah.
70s schlock, but like done.
It's low budget,
so well
like they
that-
just
yeah.
They had a good idea. They were smart people, but they had low budget,
And they
made
executed it really well.
The acting is so good in the 68, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah, it's the same reason old John
guess
Carpenter is good. It's
What's
just
the new one called? The zombie one that he did like in 2000
the
something.
Dawn of the Dead?
John
of the Dead?
Wick.
That was the one where they like stay on top of the building.
Yeah,
right?
that was the one with LL Cool J and Ty Burrell from Modern
But they have to like stay on top of the building and
You gotta
snipe
throw a
people and
can
talk
at
to
a bitch.
people on other buildings, right?
Well, yeah, they were. That's like what they did to have fun, but they were in a mall that was just surrounded by zombies.
That was a good ass movie.
And that's the same thing that happened in the... No, that's the Dawn of the Dead, which was the 70s one, which I was thinking of. But the original 68 one, Night of the Living Dead, was really good, too.
Phenomenal.
Okay, this guy does get way too much credit.
He
though.
does.
Yeah,
He
but-
basically invented
Oh,
the
no one
zombie.
ever would have thought of fucking zombies.
yeah, I hate
people,
that guy.
No, people didn't think of it before. The way
zombies
we think
were
of
a thing.
zombies today.
Yeah.
Yeah, but zombies have been fucked out in every way, shape, or form.
Well,
today.
now they
Today,
have
by
yes,
now.
yeah.
But
I
like,
mean, they would have thought of that anyways without this guy.
No, I'm saying people
No.
thought of it before him, for years before him.
But
Technically
he
speaking,
executed it
Frankenstein, the monster, is a zombie.
Is he just trying to be the Marty Short of zombie movies?
No, he just
came up. He basically
the Marty
he wrote,
Short.
He wrote
Look at those fucking glasses.
the reason that
Marty
he is
Scorsese?
considered.
Oh, sorry, Scorsese.
The reason that he is considered what he is
Good old
considered
Marty
today
Short.
Yeah, fuck
is
I
because
fucked
he
up.
came up with the storybook, the playbook for actual zombies, like things that everyone was like,
these are
that
the
makes
rules.
sense.
These are the...
Yeah,
But, and then like...
he's not the first by any means.
I would say he's a lesser John Carpenter in the way his movies ended up being received and like what they are today.
Yeah.
Like John Carpenter had much more creativity and everything around him, but he did good. He
Delightful. It's
was
like
good. We're seeing his shit.
Keep you up.
George A. Romero, the Night of the Living Dead director who helped turn zombies into a pop culture phenomenon, died Sunday. He was 77. The filmmaker died following a brief but aggressive battle with lung cancer while listening to the score of the 1952 film The Quiet Man. His producing partner, Peter Grunwald, told the LA Times.
That's cool.
In addition to Romero's revered influential...
I want to die listening to the Jim Jones tapes, just so you know.
Fair enough.
Everyone here got that?
Wait, I missed it. What did he die?
No, we're all gonna relax. Don't stop booing now. It's like a comedian calming down a heckler.
It would be really morbid to
Jones
drink
is the best.
Kool-Aid while dying.
Yeah. Anyway, go on.
But it's so good.
It's true.
In his revered influential zombie trilogy, 1968 Night of the Living Dead, 78's Dawn of the Dead, and 85's Day of the Dead, the director also helmed horror films like The Crazies, Creepshow, and Monkey Shines.
Monkey Shines is
One
nuts.
thing that I noticed in his biography that as a child, like I was like entranced by and was like not supposed to watch, but I did. Tales from the Dark Side.
I don't
I
know.
don't remember.
Do you remember any of that?
Was it like a Rodney Mullen documentary?
No, was that the equivalent of the Tales from the Crypt?
come
like
on.
a different thing?
Very similar. Yeah.
Tales from the
my favorite
Crypt
skater.
freaked me out.
Tales from the
Yeah,
Crypt
that's
had a
fine.
comedy element. This was just no comedy. I think it was on Showtime, I want to say.
Oh, I think I do remember that. Was there one where there was a like?
There were
just-
89
It
episodes.
was a guy who like was out swimming, got his foot caught, but like was just barely like the tide kept coming up. Is that one? Okay.
Maybe, I don't know, but there were 80. Oh no, it was produced by CBS or distributed by CBS, so maybe it was on CBS. I don't know,
Was there one? I think.
but
I
it
remember,
freaked the fuck out of me.
I kind of remember it. I kind of do.
And they had a good intro,
Yeah.
so I just did not know that until I read his
Interesting.
obit that he was part of.
That.
Yeah, that's cool. Anyway,
Oh yes, I do. There was an episode where there was a
from the dark.
Sorry. There's an episode where there's
You
a
just said that in
Howard
Tales
Hughes
from the Crypt
figure.
voice.
There's a,
Tales from the Crypt.
No, it was a little more. It was a darker, like not.
yeah. There was an episode where there was a Howard Hughes-ish guy who like lived in like a clean room, was like some weird billionaire who all his trash got put through pneumatic, like got sucked away.
I remember that.
And then all of a sudden, like a bug appears.
Yeah,
and then another bug.
I mean, every
And then it
episode
just
was
starts
its own
going-
story.
Yeah, his like apartment just ends up becoming like infested while he like freaks out and tries to stop it. You remember that? Yeah. But anyway,
It was a
go
fun
on.
show, yeah.
That was terrific, actually.
Yeah.
Without
It
George,
was, it was a creepier Twilight Zone for
Yeah.
our generation.
yeah.
And I still love all that shit. Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Black Mirror is good
But
too.
like
to be
Twilight
honest.
Zone, we didn't
phenomenal.
grow up able to watch.
I just watched
New.
it in reruns.
Yeah, but like that was.
I remember,
new
like, my
or-
parents were just like, "No, you're not watching." Like, I was like 5, and like, "No, you're not." Or 6, I don't know.
All right, well, wait till you go to bed.
They're like, "Yeah." Well, they put you to bed at that age.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But somehow, like, babysitter comes over. My parents out for the night.
Oh, yeah.
My
They
brother
let me
and I
watch
were
this.
watching. Yeah, we're watching
They let
Tales
us
from the
watch
Dark
this.
Side. That's
They're
for
like,
sure.
I don't give a shit. Just don't tell your
Yeah.
parents you watched it. Deal.
Without George A. Romero, there is no Walking Dead. Robert Kirkman, the creator of the popular comic book and the show's that's probably true.
Part of me thinks the world would be better without him.
Perhaps.
Then we wouldn't have this fucking. What is the zombie thing they do in the city every year?
zombie
Zombie pub crawl, and you would have all
you're
these.
gonna get no.
I'm sure
argument
there's the
from me
equivalent
on
of that in like most major cities.
I don't.
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
it started
and it's all
here,
his
though.
The
fucking
biggest
fault.
one ever is here.
Well, yeah, but I bet it's franchised out now.
Who's playing this year? Do you
I
know?
don't give a fuck.
Was it?
Riff Raff was here last
Was
year.
it?
Do you know?
Ja
what I
Rule was a
dealt
couple
with?
years
Yeah,
ago,
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
it?
Is
You
it
know what
Dr.
I dealt
Demento?
Huh?
Do you know what I dealt with for that shit?
Yeah, you know.
A hamburger.
I don't care about the industry.
I mean, all I hear about is
I
that.
was gonna say that. Yeah, I know it probably sucks, but
Whatever.
Yeah.
All I've heard about though is people like driving around downtown, like this nice old people just driving, and then
And
all of a
there's
sudden,
just-
bloodied up or like people with blood makeup on, jumping in front of cars and shit, wasted. That'd be fucking terrifying to see people like zombie like.
My
jump-
favorite thing to do during the zombie pub crawl is sit at home and open a bottle of wine.
See the worst. The worst thing that could happen is there's an actual zombie apocalypse that starts the night of the zombie.
Good
pub
for them.
crawl.
I'll be inside.
that'd be brilliant.
I'll be
on the
inside.
zombies
Go
part.
upstairs. Bring the canned food upstairs.
And you know what?
Sit there.
They're
Great
more,
news!
They're
I got
more
a truck
crafty.
and guns.
They're
That
more crafty
or-
than the Muslims, so they're going to be on.
That or
Okay,
I'll head over
wait.
to the moose and let's hope it blows
Wait,
over in a while.
did you say
you go.
Muslims?
There we
Like
So,
By the way, great reference too.
so if zombies were real, what would they really be like? Would they be fast
bet
or
they would be
slow, or would
slow.
they like the
I
daylight
think
or
The
the
Walking
nighttime?
Dead is my image of what a
muscle
zombie
fibers
would be
had
like.
deteriorated. Things in their body are not going to be super. I mean,
You know
unless
about
some shit went
voodoo?
down.
I subscribe to The Walking Dead.
Remember that
Okay,
Cajun
zombies,
curse?
Not the 28 Days
No,
Later
that's the whole
zombie.
scary thing about like the bad, like the vexing thing about them. They're either
The scary thing, yeah. What really keeps you up?
they're
at
either
night?
slow,
Or-
which is not that, but if they're fast,
If they're like rabid
me.
things, yeah, I'm
Fuck
fucked.
me.
I smoked for too many years till I ever hope to get away.
I got
Speaking
no
of that, you got
chance.
any digital cigarettes?
But also, if there's that many of them and
No.
they're that fast, you can outrun them, but you can't run them forever. You're gonna die.
Yeah,
Unless
you're
you have
fucked.
ar-
You have to get behind a barrier.
You need
and, like-
artillery at that point.
Like the best place to be is
You
in a
only
high-
don't
like,
have to be last.
Here's a question: in a zombie apocalypse,
Until you're the
best
only one left.
place to be is any high-rise
got
tower
guns.
in downtown.
Yes.
Why is it?
No, you
when
just
did this become a
you
thing that you
disable
had
the
to be up
elevators.
high to be?
You disable because you disable the elevators and like
No, you
zombies
just-
can't use stairs.
Yeah,
no.
and then you just have like the four
Or you
stairwells
just
and
leave the
toss
city and
all
never
the
come
desks on the floor you're on, and on the floors above you down the stairwell.
But at least you
Do you
get
know how
like
many lakes are in Minnesota? You could just set on a point in
If there's-
Minnesota and just take a boat to the other side
If
and the
there's
zombies.
physical danger to me, it never go up. You watch any horror
No.
movie, immediately things are bad for them when they start running upstairs. You see
Well,
it.
no,
and your
you
first
bring a
thought
hang
is,
glider with you.
Nah.
Yes.
Or a zip.
No, you
There
leave
are-
the city.
there
That's the
are
easiest
plenty of-
idea.
there are on every floor. There are plenty of fucking vending machines and shit. You just toss all the desks down the stairwell as you go up. So
You
nothing-
find-
You have
No.
guns with you, so but they can only come up that way.
You hotwire
So
a
you're
truck
just like,
with full gas
they're
and
coming,
get
I
the
know
fuck
they're
out of
coming
the
from.
city.
throw desks and chairs down the stairwells. Nothing's getting you. Fuck it.
But for real,
No.
what is the play? No, okay, zombie apocalypse not very
Plus, those
realistic.
doors are like heavy as
a
fuck.
Muslim apocalypse.
Well, World War III or nuclear.
Oh,
winter
yeah, you go to
or
the,
something
I'm
like
going to
that.
the cabin. It's the easiest
Is
place
that
to go.
the plan? We all rally.
Dave
points to
Ramel
the
has
cabin?
been preparing for this for 15 years.
For World War
You know how
III?
many guns we have?
We're dead before we know World War III starts.
No, they'll
right?
start with
You
New
guys-
York and LA,
because
Chicago, we just get
Minnesota
the
is the where you want to nuke.
Honestly,
there's
if
thousands
a
of
World War
nuclear
III,
warheads
I'm
pointed at
I'm
America.
probably
We're
going to war.
We're dead before we know.
You're
it
going.
started.
You're going to sign up
We're
for
dead
Army.
before.
Yeah.
You're going to Army?
Sure. Here's the George,
Everyone,
here's the
cheers.
Yep. George
Raise the
Romero.
glasses. George
Not
Romero.
Herbert
George
Walker.
A.
just
Romero.
If it weren't for this guy, fucking zombies wouldn't exist. So fuck him.
Just for you.
Fake news.
The greatest voodoo priest in the history of the world. Yeah, when did zombies stop being voodoo? That was him.
Yeah.
It was always
Yeah.
before that. It was always voodoo priest did the raised zombies.
I was gonna say if you're looking for a good pre-68 zombie movie, Carnival of Souls in '62 is phenomenal. It's a little different,
If
but
you're
it's
looking for
just
a good
terrific.
post '68 zombie movie, Dead Alive is phenomenal.
Dead Alive is real good. Also, gruesome as fuck.
Yeah.
And if you're not looking for one, watch any movie ever because zombie movies are fucking gay.
That's Maddie and Triple H and a fucking retard.
That's what Triple H looks like right now?
Yeah.
That's not Triple H.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
a drop we just played.
That's not Triple H. That's a redneck with a mullet that's pretending to be
If
Triple
Zach's
H.
not here,
That's not Triple H.
no, wait, let me see.
That's not Triple H.
You gotta send me the photo.
But
The photo, yeah. Send the photo to Kyle right
No,
now.
I got
fair.
Triple H. That's no. That's Jake the Snake.
Oh, you're right. That is Jake
God,
the
if
Snake.
that's Jake the Snake, he looks
Are
phenomenal.
you fucking
He looks
retarded? That's,
yes, I am. You've known me for years. I'm a
someone
big
sent this to
retard.
Kyle. I
he
don't-
looks so much better than he did in his documentary.
Oh, it was.
He looks
Well, the
terrific.
sad as
second
shit.
documentary is pretty good too. It's like the
I guess I didn't see
the
that.
resurrection of Jake the Snake with Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I watched that one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched that
with
one, too.
Scott Hall.
yeah. Scott
one was
Hall looks
great.
a fucking shitload
but
better
he looks
too.
way better. Yeah, he looks real good.
Like
now.
it's amazing what
because he like
Once he
was
gave up,
slurring and-
once he gave up smoking toothpicks, everything came up fucking aces. for
Well,
Scott
it's
Hall.
amazing what happens when you like give up an opium addiction or an opioid addiction.
Yeah,
all of a sudden you stop slurring like every word.
and you don't look pale as
Yeah.
fuck.
I'm dizzy.
Yeah, you can walk.
There's so many songs.
How often have I said just go slam some water?
Vario.
I'm trying to help you.
All right,
Help me help you.
Mario, who do we got next?
Vario. I would give you $50 in American cash if you had sex with a black woman in front of me. And you want to talk about gay shit? Okay,
How
fine.
long? How
I'll give you
long?
60
How long? How long? What? How long do I have? How long do I have?
I don't know, like 35 seconds?
No, I mean like in the next how long?
35
Ever?
seconds.
Well,
How
I
long
don't
do
see
you
black
last?
women here. No, I don't mean how long I'm gonna last. I mean how long is that offer on the table?
35 seconds.
Well,
Get
that
in or
makes-
get away.
Well, all right. Well, so that's
Fag. Someone has to be offensive.
all right. I like that move though. I like calling someone a fag for not being a little fucking chick in 35 seconds. I love it.
Who do we got next, March?
Okay, so Marty Landau.
Dude, what is up with your phone?
spoiler!
Is
I thought you
your
guys
phone
had just
fucked
talked
up?
to him.
So it keeps like, or maybe it's my.
Your eyes.
Sorry, I walked out of the room and I
Mo-
assumed
Molly's
that
hitting
you guys
you.
had introduced
We
the
wanted
next.
to wait. We
The
wanted to
name
wait
stuff
for
in
That's how the Cayman Jack got his Cayman.
got his what now?
His Cayman. The fish?
No, I'm familiar. It's also a lizard of types.
That's what I'm actually thinking of. Nice job.
Martin Landau.
What is this called?
Born June 20th, 1928. Died July 15th, 2017, the year of our Lord.
Wait, he was born in 58?
28.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
There's
like,
no way.
Was an American
Yeah.
actor of stage, television, and film, acting coach, executive producer, voice artist,
Martin Landau.
editorial cartoonist, and comic strip producer. His career began in the 1950s with early film appearances, which included a supporting role in Alfred Hitchcock's North by Northwest.
He's phenomenal in that.
I don't remember the role, but I love that movie. Terrific movie. He played regular roles
You're
in the
just saying that
television.
because you think you should say that.
Have you seen it?
No.
Well, we all know Vario's a tranny apologist.
It's one of the best old movies there is.
Wait, what movie is
North
this?
by Northwest.
Jimmy Stewart dies in the first 5 minutes.
I think at the end. I don't know.
No,
I don't.
it's a joke.
It's a great movie, though.
Yeah.
In terms of old movies, it's good.
Yeah, it is. It's really.
No, you're just saying that because
That's on the AFI top 5.
Yeah,
all
who
the time.
cares? Though, but it's actually good.
No, but I'm saying it's American Film Institute says it's a top 5 movie.
Yeah, but they also say that about a bunch of other movies that I think are just
not
gay.
really in the top 5. In the top 5, they're all good. And that's Hitchcock's best movie ever. I'd say
I saw a movie once.
significantly better than anything else. Birds is shitty.
I think it's even better than Psycho.
Psycho.
Yeah.
The reason people like Psycho
You
is
seen
because of
the
the
Star
interesting
Wars?
camera shit he does. But the room, what's the rear window? That kind of sucks.
That's all right, but
Yeah.
North by Northwest is
Amazing.
the original adventure drama,
It's
action
amazing.
drama.
It's amazing.
It's fun.
Yeah. It set the
And the music's awesome.
it set the it set so many tropes and set
understand
what those types of movies are supposed to be.
I agree.
Yeah.
And the music is terrific.
Yeah.
If I could just the music backdrop with the action and the drama and the Hoiving. Zach, what the fuck are you doing?
Am I a racist for thinking Chinese people like building walls?
I think the people who love building walls the most are
You
Protestants.
say
in
building
New
walls or
York.
Ben Wallace? Because I think they like walls.
we'll be the big walls.
Ben Wallace.
Yeah.
No, Ben Wallace, he just dunks.
He's actually pretty good at rebounding.
Well, you better go to rebounding.
He was one of the best, actually. He'd go 2 points, 22 rebounds.
Yeah.
He's a regular worm without.
Him and Kevin Love are
without
rebounding
the
experts.
transvestitism.
Fact.
No, so seriously, you're fucking
very good.
up. I've
Wait,
seen
where
that
are you
happen.
I don't know what you're
It's
saying.
are you fucking with me?
No, I literally don't know.
God damn it, I'm having a stroke.
No, it could
Seeing
just be the
Jason's
angle you're
hairstyle.
like.
Please don't actually have a stroke right
me
now.
out a little bit.
I can't believe it's still night out right now.
Yep. Well,
So did Marty Landau?
Martin Landau.
Did he love poker or something?
Well, we'll get
beat
into
up.
that. We'll
Well,
get
you're
into what
beat up.
He was in the wonderful movie Rounders.
Yeah.
He was in Rounders, and the last credit he has
was
is
he
the
in?
last poker game.
Who was he in Rounders?
He was like
Rah,
the.
rah, rah,
Oh, he's the
rah,
professor.
rah, rah,
He's the
rah,
professor
rah,
at the
rah.
college table. I just talked with my dad today about it. I said, it's one of the best scenes ever, is when he goes, because we know what we're holding and we know what you're holding. And they're like, the fuck you say?
He was like the mentor. He's like, what's going on? You're in some trouble, aren't you, son?
And he's like, I got the money for you.
Yes, he was
Yeah.
like a personal mentor, not a poker mentor.
Yeah. And he's like, what do you need?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah, he was the one who would bail him out.
Didn't
all
he
the time.
50 grand.
Didn't he
Not
also
all the time. I
play
think the one
Well,
time he did, but yeah.
for those of us?
Yeah.
Who
It was so implied, though, that it was a common occurrence.
Yeah. But he got paid. Yeah.
now.
Oh, sorry, Vario, you don't get to say every fucking word
No,
right now.
it's like when.
Anyway, let's go on.
So, for those of us who watched Entourage, he was a producer, correct? Like that said, wouldn't you like? Is that something you like?
Oh,
that.
he was the producer that was like the old golden age guy.
Yes,
that like
yes, the
made
old
them
Hollywood
think that
dude.
he was still had power.
Yes.
But like
he tried to
couldn't act.
project the idea that he still had sway in Hollywood,
And
but
then
he
they
didn't.
realized after they talked to Ari that like
no, this guy is just a fucking old dude who's made his money and has no power.
and no one
whatsoever.
listens
No,
will take his
yeah,
calls.
yeah. Is that something you'd be interested in? He'd say that all the time.
Yeah. Vinny, baby, I want to make you a star.
His resume includes Mission Impossible, Tucker the Man in His Dream,
Mission Impossible. Okay, sorry.
and North by Northwest. It does
Again,
not.
going back. Who was he in Mission
No, this is the
Impossible?
TV show.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Martin Landau, the all-purpose actor who showcased his versatility as a master of disguise on the Mission Impossible TV series.
Wait, he was
And-
he was a star.
Yes, he was. And as a broken-down Bela Lugosi in his Oscar-winning performance in Ed Wood has died.
Phenomenal.
I had sex with Lon Chaney.
Anyway, go on.
The age of 89. Landau, who shot to fame by playing a homosexual faggot henchman. Wait, why would the Hollywood Reporter put that in their? Why would they put that in their obituary? That seems offensive. I'm gonna write a letter, but homosexual faggot henchman in Alfred Hitchcock's 1959 classic North by Northwest.
Is that literally in the Wikipedia article?
No, it's the Hollywood Reporter's obituary. Died Saturday of. I agree. Unexpected complications.
Very easily.
After a brief stay at the Ronald Reagan UCLA Medical Center, his rep confirmed to the Hollywood Reporter. After he quit CBS's Mission Impossible after 3 seasons in 1969, because of a contract dispute, Landau's career was on the rocks until he was picked up by Francis Ford Coppola to play Abe Karatz, the business partner of visionary automaker Preston Tucker, a.k.a. played by Jeff Bridges.
That's actually a phenomenal
Tucker,
movie.
the Man and His Dream. Landau received a Best Supporting Actor nomination for that performance, then backed it up with the following year for another nom, starring as Judah Rosenthal.
Can we talk about that movie quick?
Yeah.
The Tucker movie?
Give me a second after this. Okay. Judah Rosenthal as ophthalmologist who has his mistress, Angelica Houston, killed in Woody Allen's Crimes and Misdemeanors in 1989. So he backed up Tucker, The Man in His Dream in 88 with Woody Allen's Crimes and Misdemeanors in 89.
Well,
go ahead.
I remember watching that movie when I was a little kid on
really?
cable.
I'd never seen this.
It's actually really good. So like if you want it's like pretty wholesome and like a man against like an empire type like somewhat like a Sisyphean thing. Like you're trying to
now
little company trying to like make it against
now for the retards in the audience, Sisyphean.
Why are you looking at me, Jason?
No, I meant the audience. You decided I was looking at.
Hey.
No, I was looking at you while you're looking
Jason, don't worry. I know that you know what I mean, but I'll explain it to everyone else.
Right, that's what I meant.
That's the old Greek guy who was charged with rolling a boulder that was impossible up a hill.
No, it was possible. He'd roll up to the top and it would fall down and go and push it back up and down.
So it's an impossible task.
But he never gave up.
Yes, but that's the Tucker
similar.
That's basically
similar to Homer and the Stonecutters.
Exactly.
Or a yellow or chocolate lab that you throw a dummy for over and over again until it just dies of dehydration.
Exactly.
Geiser?
But no, it's a great movie though. It's terrific. A man against the machine, man against the
an impossible task.
Exactly, and it's really good. It's really wholesome. If you want like a good movie to watch with a family, I would say that would be amazing.
The Man is the Ghost.
Yeah, something that like everyone, it's a good fucking movie that's underrated.
How old was he?
89.
I'm kind of bummed. I had him on my watch list for this year.
I'm surprised no one picked him up if he was that old.
He was one of those like borderline that should have been picked.
It's tough when you
age.
If you're 89, you should have been picked.
It's really overrated. There's a lot of celebrities though that are that old.
Yeah.
But there wasn't any health news on him,
But
so you kind of think that you don't really know.
Pretty much every celebrity over 85 we picked, we just overlooked Martin Landau.
Yeah. Yeah.
We probably half of us probably thought he was dead.
No, I knew he was alive. He was, but it was on the X-Files once or something.
I'm starting to rewatch that. It's terrific.
He
did receive the Golden Globe for Best Supporting Actor in a Motion Picture.
Oh, not an Oscar?
What movie did he receive that
for Tucker.
He won an Oscar.
Well, no, he
was nominated.
That was his first nomination.
Yeah.
But he did receive the award, the Golden Globe Award for that role.
Again, really good movie, severely underrated. I don't know if it was ever like a big movie. It might have been an art house
I'd honestly
thing back
never
in the
heard of
day.
it. Despite it being a Coppola movie, never really heard of it.
I randomly came across it. It's really good. Tucker, A Man in His Dream. It's about the guy who made Tucker automobiles, which are like among the most. If you want to buy a car from the 40s. Like they're worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars now because they only made like
cars are the next art. You got to buy cars now.
It was a guy who like
before the Chinese come in and buy it all up.
Yeah, the Chinks are gonna buy it just like they bought the Toronto real estate.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it is important. It is important that I point out right now that producer Kyle has looked it up for me, And he did indeed win an Oscar for his portrayal in Ed Wood. Just saying.
All right.
He won?
So, continue.
Yeah.
Winner.
Sorry,
He's the winner.
We'll keep going.
Supporting?
And sex with a
Well-
chick.
Anyway, let's keep going.
To continue, Landau lost out on Oscar night to Kevin Kline and Denzel Washington, respectively, in those years, but finally prevailed for his larger-than-life portrayal of horror movie legend Lugosi.
That was when
in the
Kevin
biopic
Kline and-
Ed Wood.
That's when Kevin Kline won for Wild Wild
In and
West,
Out. No,
right?
he won for In and Out.
Did he really?
Kevin Kline didn't win for Wild Wild West.
I don't even know
That
what
was the
fuck
joke.
that guy won for.
So what did he win for?
He married Phoebe Cates. He won everything. That
Kevin
guy,
Kline, I like him. He's a great supporting
I
actor.
think he's
and
okay,
everything.
but
He was-
goddamn.
Dave, amazing movie. I will watch that
Yeah.
whenever it's on. I will watch
But
Dave.
he's really fallen upward, I feel.
That drunk.
He's just like he's not a star, but he's a big enough.
He married Phoebe Cates, the biggest babe of 80 movies.
Yeah, because he was.
Is he the one from Fast Times?
Yeah.
And she stopped acting when they got married.
Yeah. Anyway, continuing.
He also starred as Commander John Cunning.
Cunt? John Cunt. Commander Cunt.
Cunning in the 1970 science fiction series Space 1999, opposite his Mission Impossible co-star Barbara Bain, his wife from 1957 until their divorce in 1993. That's a long run to get divorced.
They got divorced when they were like 70?
And, well, after 34 years.
And they got divorced when they were like 70 and 72 or
Well,
70 something?
he was getting a
That
Zach.
math's way
he was,
off,
He
but-
was getting a Zach level of Asian pussy, so that's
Yeah.
what. And
36 years.
No, but in 93, if he died in 89 and 2017, he was like 69, 70?
Yeah, probably. But
I can't do math
This
right
is a
now,
great
so.
tidbit. He was a former newspaper cartoonist. Landau turned down the role of Mr. Spock in the NBC series Star Trek,
Oh, he would make a good
which
Mr.
went to
Spock.
Leonard Nimoy,
It
who
was
later
probably a
He
good
looks
call.
pretty fucking like.
Probably a good
Very
call
Spockish.
overall.
Yeah, he
'cause,
looks
like,
Spockish.
Nimoy is
Being
now was
Chinese?
unable to work after that.
Also
unable to
dead.
live.
Yeah. Sorry.
I heard this fact that like people like scientists would go out to Leonard Nimoy and talk to him about like their theories, and he would just kind of nod knowingly, like
I heard that on a podcast.
you're on the right
recently.
track. Or
I think we
yes,
listened to
that makes
similar
sense.
pods.
Like
Or should I say right Trek, faggot?
Well, Jake,
This is going
for a fact.
this is
like
going
you.
to break the record for our podcast for the number of times the fog bomb's been dropped. On.
And you haven't done it once.
I've been really good
Yeah.
because
I've done it twice.
Last pod
Wait,
I went hard
no.
with 5. So
John.
I've only,
You don't
I've
like
only
fags?
no, dude, I think
You
you
don't
and
like Jason.
no, I think
God damn it.
Anyway,
Well, Jason, I slept with Kitty last night.
Mario.
I'm going to make you a faggot.
I mean,
Jason, Kitty don't
all
care.
I'm saying is I think it's a good
She
thing
got
what
stuck
Kyle
in
has
my
been
bag.
doing with the engineering in order to prevent someone from peeling back. in the next couple
Cut some of
weeks.
that out.
Anyway,
you dove into that head first.
We don't
buddy.
cut anything out of this podcast.
thank you, Kyle.
All right. Well, Landau.
Kyle's the laziest editor of all time.
yeah.
I don't see a paycheck. Of course I'm lazy.
Poor Seth.
Anyway, Martin Landau.
Shout out to Seth, though.
What else do we got that's
Big up, Smaticus.
significant of
I'll give you
for
a
Martin
sex swap
Landau?
if you need it.
I think we covered the big things. You know, he turned down Spock.
I mean,
That's a big thing.
That
He
is
also
big.
won he was nominated for an Oscar. He got a Golden Globe. He was around forever, it seemed like.
and he's basically been the old guy in the movie that's the old guy talking about life.
He's like the old expert in
Yes,
every role. Like
yes.
he's like, oh no, this guy, he's
Listen,
been around
I'm
forever.
a judge who you might know.
He's been
somehow.
around forever.
Yeah.
Like this guy knows it.
Yeah. Well, let's raise one up for Marty L.
Marty S.
I'll get it up for Marty L.
Here we go.
Get it up, Zach.
My boy.
Zach,
Boom.
I like yours has been open.
Jason, come on in.
It's empty. That's why you got a problem. Here's
Okay. What do we got next?
All right, we got two more. So you might. All right, John, Zach, we're gonna have to ask you just calm down
Let's just
a
pretend
little
Zach's
second
not
here.
saying anything.
All
Just
right.
Keep going.
second to last, we have a actor by the name of John Hurd.
Heard.
You heard? The actor known for his role in several iconic 80s and 90s movies, including Big. He was the dick boss.
Oh, he's so good and big.
Beaches.
He hates toys, but he makes toys. What a cunt.
Wait, did he invent the over-the-shoulder boulder holder?
I invited Jack.
That's a thing in beaches, but never mind. Anyway, go on. Keep going.
And Home Alone. He was the father, Peter McAllister, father of Macaulay Culkin.
Yes.
He orders the pizza 10 times
He was
pizza
also in
times
The
$10.
Sopranos. He was in The Sopranos as the
alcoholic
cop that was a gambling addict thing. Yeah.
He died in Palo Alto at the age of 71, and this was today as of
71?
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense. But that's older than I would
I
have
know.
thought he was in his early
Mid-60s, maybe.
He looked
Yeah.
Terrific. He looked great.
Yeah. But anyway, go on.
Palo Alto police confirmed. So he's dead. Basically, all that article is.
He's dead.
And then, according to TMZ, Washington D.C. native. He was a Washington D.C. native and reported recovering from a minor back surgery he had on Wednesday at Sanford Medical Center.
Ooh. Puppers is getting some attention.
Better
here.
dog than Burr.
I've seen him, yeah. With a 4-decade career in Hollywood and more than 200 credits on stage and screen, Heard appeared in a number of well-known projects, including Gladiator, The Pelican Brief, White
Wait,
Chicks,
he was in Gladiator?
NCIS Los Angeles, and The Trip to Beautiful.
Who was he? Was he one of the random senators that
He
tried
wasn't
to
in
overthrow
the Gladiator that you're thinking of. He was in a movie called Gladiator with Cuba Gooding Jr. in the early 90s.
Oh shit! Yes, the one where he was a boxer or whatever. I gotcha. Anyway, go on.
Well, his most famous role, I think, for anyone in our age group would recognize him as being the father to Macaulay Culkin in 1990's Home Alone.
Wait, so he's actually his father?
He starred as Peter McAllister, loving yet forgetful dad to Macaulay Culkin's Kevin.
Who, in the suburbs of Chicago, pays for the nicest fucking house ever on a single salary. So he's a fucking rich man.
Yes, that house. Okay, so both that house and the idea that a family of 12
could go to fucking France or Florida.
No, it was France in the first one, and in the second one it was
Florida.
They're
going to Miami or Fort Lauderdale or some shit.
Let's take a family vacation with 16 people.
Well, don't worry, Dad'll pay for it all.
Yeah. Dude was making
What did he do?
They never said.
Never
but
said.
He's a C. He has a C in front of his title.
Well,
He represented the 85 Bears.
Human trafficker does not start with a C. My bet.
That house had to have been like close to $1 million.
It was actually on sale, I think.
No, at the time.
I know.
Oh, in the early 90s?
It was on sale like a couple years ago, and I think it was like 1.4 or something.
Yeah, so I would have guessed back then it was $600-700.
Yeah.
But so you got to think that is the exterior shot. That house was worth 1.4, 1.6.
That was the same house. The interior's the same.
Interior, like that, the house they showed was not as big as the interior of it.
It was the same house.
That was not. They didn't shoot the interior in the same house.
Yes.
They did.
Wait.
Are we? That's amazing. I never thought that either, but that makes a lot of sense.
Okay.
It was the same
and
house.
That's so that's not in the part of Chicago.
All right, I'm saying that very confidently when I'm only.
very confident.
I'm 52%
The interior of the
confident.
house they show is twice the size of the
That was a
exterior.
big house. Did you see the
That's a big house.
It's also tough to do interior shots without extra space in the back.
Yeah, but
who knows? It could be that big. I don't
the
know.
idea of the exterior, the interior shots of that house make it look fucking gigantic, and
But they had a sick ass fucking attic.
yeah, exactly, that.
You see a lot of addicts like that in movies.
I know, and I'm always jealous.
What's
the fuck? I want that attic.
No one wants to live in an attic because it would be hot as fuck in the summer, cold as fuck in the winter.
all
If
the
you're
attics
poor
in
and
movies
can't
are
afford
sweet.
air conditioning, yeah, it sucks.
What if your landlord's Bruce Jenner?
Anyway,
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. What is this? What does that
Okay, I got to make a jump. What is the movie? Little Monsters? Is that the one
I
with
love Little Monsters.
Yes,
Howie
with
Howie
Fred
Mandel.
Savage. Fred Savage is in that.
Howie Mandel was the
And there's an attic in that one, right? Isn't there?
No, it's just under the bed. You
It's
go
under
under
the
the bed
Fuck,
and you
it
go
is
down
under
into
the
the
Yeah.
and you go down into the monster.
Oh, somebody put piss in my apple juice. Like the bully, they peed in the apple juice at night.
I love how the bully just knew exactly what it was.
Yeah.
It would take me a few sips to realize it was piss. To be honest,
That was one of- that was
I'd be
one
like,
of
oh,
those,
this
like-
apple juice tastes weird. It's warm. I don't get it.
Is this kombucha?
Yeah.
That was one of the early movies I remember renting
That-
from Blockbuster.
No, that bully knowing it right
20
away,
minutes.
that's a sign of serious child abuse.
Saved, like,
He
yeah,
knows what
yeah.
piss tastes like.
I was getting in some weird shit later on.
All right, so wait, Peter McAllister, what was his name again? What's
John
Hurd.
Hurd?
Ever heard of him?
Ever
Hurd.
Let's throw it up to Mr. John Hurd.
Johnny
Age of
Hurd.
71. Mr.
Hey.
McAllister.
This is this is one trip he took.
Geyser. Can I have a sip of that cake?
This is one trip that he took that it's good that he didn't bring his kid on.
Trade?
Well said,
Oh, very well
I
said.
suppose.
Oh, come on,
If not
man.
forced, but well said.
Well, I'll prost you on that.
Pros.
Are you getting raped tonight?
Nope.
Good luck.
I hope. Anyway.
Last but certainly not least,
I'm so excited about this
we
one.
came so far.
Yeah. And in the end, it didn't even matter.
Lincoln Park's Chester Bennington dead at the age of 41.
Wait, what's that double line?
Wait, on whose
We should
birthday? It
go there.
was on Chris Cornell's B-Day.
Which is bizarre.
Yeah. Which
Not if there's a child pornography ring
It
involved.
would,
They were good friends.
it would have
Chris
been more.
Cornell were
It would have
friends.
been more bizarre if it
Frenchman.
was
Let's go to the Frenchman.
on Scott Weiland's. But
I thought Chris Cornell was dead. Is
no,
he
he's dead.
He's
Yeah,
dead.
but
But they were friends.
Yeah.
yeah, they were friends.
Did Cornell didn't kill himself. It was an overdose, right?
No, he killed himself.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it was
well,
Haney.
well,
He
Could
killed
have been autoerotic.
Well, no, I think there's actually a really. In fact, if Zach give him some time, but he can do some research on
You
this.
said the Z word. Yeah.
And
That's a dick move.
I think it'll be terrific conspiracy corner type stuff.
Kyle,
But-
we are going to crank it up for Zach's conspiracy corner.
Can we listen to some Linkin Park right
I mean,
now?
we
Yes,
can
yes,
do conspiracy
yes.
corner this week if we want to. But
Perfect. I think that's a great idea.
Anyway,
always
let's
an
keep-
option.
Let's keep moving. Chris no. What?
Chester Bennington committed
Chester
suicide,
Bennington.
age of 41. TMZ first reported, we're required to say.
Rip
He
City.
hanged himself in Palos Verdes.
I think hung himself is.
Nope, no, I
it's
don't believe
hanged.
it's hanged. It always sounds wrong.
Hanged is the past tense of the actual.
That's why if it sounds wrong, it's right.
So, for instance, you are hung. He hanged himself. Haven't busted one out in a while.
Guys, a big dick joke?
There wasn't no joke about it.
Sorry, I don't have in the end for you, Large.
I think that's toxic, man.
No. In his Palos Verdes residence on Thursday, July 20th, after which the LA County coroner confirmed to the Associated Press that Bennington had died. Linkin Park bandmate Mike Shinoda tweeted, shocked and
rapper.
heartbroken. Yes, he is, and the DJ. But it's true. An official statement will come out as soon as we have one. And then he wrote a song about that. Bennington struggled with drug and alcohol addictions at various times in his life. He spoke openly about both, as well as about being molested by an older man when he was a child. Bennington was married and is survived by 6 children. The band's most recent album, One More Light, topped the Billboard chart earlier this year. Linkin Park's massively popular debut, Hybrid Theory, introduced the world to their immaculately produced hybrid of alt-rock, metal, and rap. Its follow-up, 2003's Meteora, became the first of the band's 6 chart-topping albums. Over the course of 7 studio albums and a collaborative EP with Jay-Z, Linkin Park established itself as one of the biggest and most influential rock bands of the 21st century. The band has sold more than 27.8 million albums in the U.S.
They sold a shit ton of albums.
One of the most popular of all time.
Now, I'd like to point out that
Let's think when we were in high school. When we were in high school,
No,
what
I disagree
bands,
with you.
What active bands when we were in high school,
Like rock
early
bands.
college, were bigger?
Kyle.
Like, like
No, okay. Now I want
very
to disagree
few.
strongly with John because, like,
What
I
he
feel like
said-
there's
what he
not. He said they're
garbage.
horse shit.
No, they're
garbage.
not.
There's
No,
not too
every
many
place.
bands that don't have like they're not like a Nickelback where there's a large hate following of them. There's just
Like the only reason people think Linkin Park was horseshit is because they got overplayed when we were young.
Yeah, I agree.
And they
But I think there's-
saturated it. And like I get it. Every song that was big we heard a
They all-
billion times on the radio.
all their music
in the
sounds
late
the same.
90s, early 2000s.
All their songs are the same.
all bands, all of their songs sound the same.
I would disagree.
Wait. Listen to fucking Bob Dylan. All of Bob Dylan's songs sound exactly
That's
the fucking
an
same.
asinine statement.
Oh, you're
Well,
fucking
they all
crazy.
sound shitty. You're right.
Yeah.
No,
well,
but like,
however you want to view it, they don't
just
all
got
sound the same.
oversaturated.
There's a large number of
if
bands.
Linkin Park had like 2 albums instead of like 9, we would look back on them and be like, yeah, whatever. They were cool. But like,
There's
because they
not
just-
a band that was that popular that I've heard less shit talked about.
about wait.
That's been-
They've heard less.
I've
yes.
never heard someone just like sitting around a bar just talking shit about them.
Are you really?
I have, but
Wow.
I think it's not
I have.
because they're not Nickelback. Let's all agree they are not Nickelback.
They are just as formulaic as Nickelback, and that's what makes them shitty.
They are better
No,
than
they're
Nickelback.
different.
They're better
They're
than
better,
Blink.
and I'm not saying they're not better.
Formulaic means to me it's, they do the similar thing over and over and over again, the same formula. They might have a similar
like
style, but
Yeah.
the formula's a little
and like they came
Hip hop,
about.
hip hop, hip hop, hip hop. Scream talk, scream sing, scream sking.
They came about at the time when it was
not
big
great.
to
It's not great.
They wax and wane.
But people
They
loved
got
them.
popular,
I'm
and
saying
then they were a little-
for my money, for my opinion,
Let's-
I just don't think they're very good. I think they're horseshit.
Like what I'll say is like they came about at a time when it started to get huge to license your music and it possible to license your music to both video games, movies, and it was saturating the radio. So like
Geiser,
if you pull up
you
a
talking
video
about
game, if you pull up a video game from like 2002 to like whatever, chances are there's a fucking Linkin Park song on there. So like you're always listening to that shit.
You're wrong.
That's wrong.
I've
It's
never-
just Transformers is like the only one.
I've never
You're
liked
wrong.
the Linkin Park.
No, like FIFA
I understand your,
or like Madden.
That was the only album that was, it was this and
Hybrid Theory and Meteora.
I had Hybrid Theory ripped onto my original Xbox along with Metallica's Black Album.
Yeah,
And I played that playing Counter-Strike like
constantly.
over and over, like thousands of
It's because you listened to them too much that it started to get boring because you knew what they were not.
Good.
You just
No, you
they
just
just
got
got you
fucked
got
out. Like,
bored with
everything
it.
is fucked
Yeah,
out.
exactly. They got totally fucked up.
Just like how Bon Jovi in general is fucked out, anyone who likes
Yeah.
a retard.
But they're fucked up for different reasons than Linkin Park. Like I think Linkin Park at their peak was bigger than Bon Jovi at their peak.
No, incorrect.
No.
Incorrect.
I agree. I disagree with you on that one because they were gigantic.
Yeah, you guys messed up and put the wrong address in.
What?
Brayden, order some fucking tacos, jack off.
Anyway, so we're having some trouble ordering Taco Bell. Who would have thought that these
this
people
is
are
the
the
best.
sharpest tools in the
You ever
old
meet a
tool
fucking
shed?
Chinese person?
The
You finish that water, god damn it!
yeah, we're trying to
Fucking your
get
shit,
we're trying to get
you
Zach to
fuck
drink
ass.
some water. We had to give him a sippy cup so he doesn't destroy our equipment in the studio right now.
Jason wants to come on your face, man.
This is what we're dealing with in the background.
Yeah, Zach, let's talk shop for a minute.
Zach, let's drink a little water though. Eh? What do you say, champ?
Child,
The
please.
shitty water, man.
What?
Well, why don't you slam a little of that back?
I tried to drink it. It was lame.
But didn't have enough bite or what?
No, I want to fucking chug some beers, man. God, you guys suck. You never even had a beer.
No, why?
Talk to the microphone.
What do you mean?
Kyle, you don't want to fucking get me in my antsy Sam attitude. Now I'm a racist, you asshole.
Kyle, anti-Sam Natick.
Mario saw a Chinese chick and wouldn't fuck her. Ask him about that.
Yeah, Kyle, would you ask him about that, please?
Hey, Vario, what's going on with that?
Well, I just today I saw a Chinese woman, or I assumed it was a Chinese, so that was kind of on me. That was probably a bad assumption to
I
make.
fucking Chinese
and I
chick,
walked away
dumbass.
from her. I saw her and I didn't do anything.
Vardy wouldn't have sex with a Chinese chick.
Are we on the thing right now?
Yeah.
We're alive.
This is live?
Semantic Kiss is paying us $15 an hour. To
I don't
ask
know what the fuck this
Vardy
means.
would do.
I don't speak American Sign Language.
Keep going as
Geiser hates this shit. Sorry, Geiser.
No, it's fine.
How about you finish that water?
So we were talking about.
John, you fucker. I fucking hate you. You're just fucking disagreeing just for the sake of disagreeing.
If
it was the lead singer, what the hell is his name from Nickelback?
Nickelback?
And we'd all be
Chad
ripping
Kroeger.
on. Yeah, Chad Kroeger died. John would be saying they were the best. They were underrated.
I would have ripped them. I would rip them. I would rip them a new fucking asshole if Chad Kroeger died.
They were actually
Period.
pretty good.
If Chad Kroeger was dead,
He would.
no. Linkin Park sucks. I'm sorry. I don't like.
They don't suck.
I even said
Okay, what
my
is your opinion
opinion.
of Limp Bizkit?
Okay, we had this conversation the other day.
No.
No, hold on.
It was a conversation.
Limp
but
Bizkit.
It was an agreement.
A band I love. I never liked Linkin Park. A band I loved when I was young. 12, 13, loved Limp Bizkit.
Wait, you
They're
remember
shitty
what
looking back on it. They're not good. But you look at the song.
Break stuff is still.
Yeah, you're wrong. Their
Why?
music holds up. What do you fucking want?
No, and Together Now with Method Man and Fred Durst, phenomenal song. An absolutely phenomenal song.
They all hold up. They all fucking hold up.
They
Break
don't all
stuff?
hold up.
Yeah.
There's
They don't all
nothing.
hold up.
There's no like weird like.
I don't even think Weezer's later shit. I don't think Green Album holds up.
It holds up.
It's okay.
Even in the sun's alright.
You're very strict. What holds up to you from the 2000s?
From 2000.
What's your favorite rock band from the 2000s? 2000 to 2010.
Nothing. John hates it all.
Between the Buried and Me, probably.
Jesus Christ.
Of course. Of fucking course.
Wrong.
Yeah. Yes.
Bitch, what are you speaking into your microphone?
Okay.
That shit ain't working.
You're
Zach never been more right.
I got a hurricane.
okay. Significant band.
What do you mean significant?
They had a platinum album.
Or just.
There wasn't a band that had a #1 or top 10 fucking album in that time period.
In the 90s?
No, you said 2000s.
What do you
90s
mean?
is
What?
different. So the last
What are you
band
trying to say
for
here?
a decade, from 2000 to
John,
2010,
knock you down.
from 2000 to 2010, there was one band that had a #1 album in this country. You
I
know
didn't
who
say
it was?
#1 album. I said
Right,
one
you said
platinum.
significant. So I'm trying to think of like a #1
I
selling
gave
band.
you some definitions, some guidelines. Platinum. Million albums sold.
Tough.
Platinum is tough for 2000s. 90s is easy.
No. Platinum. Okay. Gold. Fucking gold. There's
bands
probably 100 bands at
between
least.
the Buried and Me. That's a gold selling album. Alaska sold gold, 100,000.
Fucking one that any of our listeners have ever heard of.
I would guarantee you some of our listeners have.
Just
heard
because it's Seth is our only listener.
that. Yeah, but Seth right now is going, yeah, or every time I die. That's what Seth's saying right now. Like, yeah, those were the two best bands from that time period.
So when Seth,
All right, fine.
if Seth ever makes if he ever makes a visit to the podcast, we have to just, as tribute, we do have to fuck him in his ass, correct?
Yeah, and say, hey, last night in town, what'd you think of that album? You'd be like, that album was the shit, dude. That was the best shit.
Out of respect.
Fine. This was a great eulogy to Chad Pennington.
He's one letter away from being significant.
He was so close. Dude, he looked so good in a Jets uniform. How did he get here? How did we get here? He hung himself?
Got a great arm, but goddamn could he put that.
You know what it is? It's
All
that,
right.
hold on, you know what
We
it
had a
is?
touching eulogy to Chad Bennington right
Yeah,
now.
I'll tell you
You're
what.
telling him he's a shit musician.
They're gonna pull. No,
like him.
look. First of all,
You know, how much
don't.
money do you think he fucking left on the table? By the way,
Oh,
like,
no, I
think about how much.
Net worth was like
And 20 years from now, doing the casino circuit,
Hell yeah.
even more.
Yeah.
Yes, they
You
would have
left
made
a shit ton of money on the table.
6 children.
Lincoln Park just that's fucking kind of weird.
Kind of fucked up.
And they must have been relatively young too.
Why? Okay, so
Well, I'll tell you why. Because when you get raped as a kid,
Yep.
you want to rape more kids, and you want variety in your
Well,
life.
there is that.
Apparently, he was molested as a child, and he might have been John Podesta.
That's why child molesters. That's why the
They should be
death
killed.
penalty
Yes.
should be not for murderers, but for
Yes,
child pedophiles. Yes, they're way worse for this society.
Create more murderers. Pedophiles create way more pedophiles. It's just the diaspora or
Attempted murderers
do you think
create
that-
more
do you think his-
murderers, potentially.
Do you think his long football career put those holes in his brain like everybody else?
Chester's.
Yeah.
Chester Taylor? What happened with Chester
He
Taylor?
played football.
Chester Pennington?
Chad
Bennington?
Probably.
Yeah.
Also playing for the Jets.
Oh, yeah.
Producer Kyle, what are your thoughts on Lincoln Park? Oh, fucking course.
Kyle hates him because
Fucking
when you're
course.
because he got mixed up. People mixed him up with the rapper
Mike Shimoda.
with Mike Shimoda, and Kyle's like, "Fuck that band."
Kind of looks like him.
You want to say something
Less
here?
I listened to him in junior high. That was about it. Varo needs to fix his microphone plug. There you go.
Hello.
Yep, you're on now.
Kip.
Oh, give me a better. No, fuck you, John.
Don't ask John. John's gonna give you
Someone else besides John, give me a better band from 2000 to 2010.
Oh God, Twins are gonna lose this. 2001 to 2010.
2000 to 2010.
A better big band.
odds.
I could give you a million other little bands.
Yes, I don't give a shit about the little bands. No one does.
I don't want to say it.
Say it.
Good. Nope, can't say it.
Said good Charlotte. Good Charlotte. He was going for it. Good Charlotte.
Oh, can't say it. No.
You said good Charlotte.
But they were bigger, I think.
Good Charlotte bigger than Lincoln Park?
No, they weren't. No.
No, not even fucking close.
That was the only other big.
Well, I mean, you could do like Kid Rock and Limp Bizkit, but that.
No, Lincoln Park was probably the biggest rock band.
Well, you could also go like Korn or.
But see,
Slipknot.
I was gonna say Slipknot would be up there, but I
not
don't
as
think they're
big.
better necessarily.
Big or better?
But when you say better, it's just opinion. I even said my
okay.
opinion is that I just don't think they're that good, but other people love them.
You can
Their
say
first
Nickelback.
album. Hey, 8th grade, first album. Yeah, I listened to that.
I know I was a Limp Bizkit fan. I just admitted
Linkin-
that shit.
Linkin Park.
I'm not pleased with that.
Linkin Park, first album, 8th grade. I listened to it.
What was the first album you ever bought?
The first album I ever bought.
Ace of Base, The Sign.
Soul Asylum.
Oh, that's a good. Let Your Dim Light.
Let Your Dim Light Shine.
That's a good one.
Blink
dude.
182 Enema of the State.
first compact disc.
Mine was.
By the way,
First compact disc.
I learned
different.
a very fun fact about Blink 182 the other day. Do you know that Tom DeLonge quit the band because
For
he
aliens.
Yes, he wanted to review whether or not aliens really existed.
He's writing a book about it. Yeah. Some of us are behind Tom. And then there's the fake followers, so whatever.
You can make music and research aliens simultaneously.
Rated for 7 years. I knew that 3 years ago, you dumbass.
So we're,
I
to-
thought
Chad-
Yeah,
Bennington?
no one
Bennington?
wants to.
No?
no one get high as fuck.
No one wants to cheers to Bennington?
Yeah.
Zach, we get
To Bennington.
To Bennington.
Bennington. We gotta watch the Amazon Prime ones.
Sorry, don't trust your life and me and John because I don't trust people that are high.
So here we are, Crazy Conspiracy Corner. Let's rip it up. Zach.
Okay. You guys ever heard about Tupac?
No, I'm not familiar.
Well, here's the thing. Tupac,
Here's the thing.
before he ever died, he used to wear a fucking bulletproof vest every day.
Yeah.
No, he didn't.
But the day he died, guess what?
No one wearing
He was like, dude, you don't even know wear that. We're just gonna fucking Manny Pacquiao fight. Doesn't matter.
You went to a Manny Pacquiao fight?
Was it Manny Pacquiao?
Yeah, they were a Manny Pacquiao fight.
That's not true.
Tyson fight, was it?
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao was not fighting like 1997.
God, white privilege. God, you're just a bunch of Betsy Hodges bitches. But anyway, they were all like, "Oh, yeah, come on."
Like, so Suge Knight said, "Hey, bro, you don't need to wear that.
You don't do
We're
it, but I'm going to
cool."
put one on.
Yeah.
Tupac used to wear a fucking
Bulletproof vest. Right.
Will you, Jason? You know all.
No, I'm just trying to summarize what you're saying. Go ahead.
Also,
sir.
I don't believe that Filipino legislator Manny Pacquiao was ever fighting. What? No,
That's
legislator. He's
bizarre.
a government official.
And he's done well because that country's just under control and
They're
not in war strife.
In
and
the
not killing
Philippines,
people.
everything is straight, man. It's okay, man. You just fucking. You want to fucking get a cheeseburger? You go to Jollibee. You know how Philippines are.
I know all about that.
But at any rate, you'll buy a cheeseburger. I'm pretty drunk.
Keep going.
I'm really.
You're doing
great.
You're doing well.
fantastic.
You're doing well. I'm enjoying this.
Do you guys know about Jollibee?
This is in my top 3 conspiracy corners ever.
So far,
I think number 1 is
I'd
going
like
to
to
be
hit number 1.
420 podcast, number 1.
Oh, that's number 1 for sure.
With the bullet.
Number 2 is brain slug, and this is creeped into number 3 so far.
Sorry, guys.
Has some
No,
potential.
keep going.
No,
keep
don't
going.
stop. No, we don't know Jolly Burger. What's up with that?
Oh, Jollibee. You can go to Jollibee and you get a fucking what do they call it?
So is that an Asian burger stand? Like
Oh
burger
yeah,
place?
it's like you go to Asia and you get a cheeseburger, but it's delivered by a jelly bean.
Jollibee. It's not jelly bean.
Oh, it's
Where's your notebook?
It's
He's
I
doing
lost
this
it.
off the cuff.
What's in your notebook, man? You need to reference
It's in
these
the
notes.
basement. I'm really dizzy. But if you go to Jollibee, they have a cheeseburger that you get for like $4, and then you get a fucking cheeseburger, and you just have to swat the bees away.
Kyle, you are adding the disclaimer.
Is
to
that what
this,
Jollibee is?
These are all actors.
Yeah.
Don't try this
It's
at home.
Chinese people, man.
So that's an Asian burger place. Okay, but how does that relate to Tupac?
Oh, Tupac is not dead.
Oh, you were about to say he was dead.
No, he's not. Oh, get this shit. Tupac. Oh, that's my backpack's full of magic cards.
Yeah, it's also got your notebook in it.
But we don't even care about Tupac right now. Okay,
We're talking about Jollibee.
We don't care about Tupac right now.
so Tupac. This is crazy shit.
I am curious. What are these
Suge Knight
Jolly
didn't
Beans?
even care that Tupac was dead. He's just like, yeah, y'all, we know Tupac's not dead. And he said that to TMZ, and the TMZ was like, okay, we'll go with that.
TMZ was around then?
Yeah, it was just like only 15 years ago.
Nope.
I think it was,
Not how math
it
works.
was about 18 years ago, wasn't it?
Okay.
Longer than that. Keep going.
One.
Yeah.
I'm not asking for apologies. I'm just telling you about stories I know and have heard of.
We're not apologizing.
Fair enough.
Damn it.
Zach would never apologize.
I want more tacos. But, at any rate,
Bangarang. Wait, is that what you
okay,
said?
here's the thing.
Sounded like it.
They were just like, oh, you know, all these tacos, we don't care. And it's like, oh. I'm really dizzy. What? They will give you tacos.
Keep going.
Yeah, free taco.
I think John gets a rate tonight.
No, wrong.
You better finish up that motherfucker, because
God damn.
it's coming hard and fast at you.
So where's Tupac these days?
He's in Cuba. God.
Why is he in Cuba?
Because he had to hide from the government.
You got hives?
Whose government?
No, why did he have to hide
The
from the
American
government?
government. I spilled my beer. I'm covered in beer. Fuck.
Why
I could tell you guys so many things if I wasn't so fucking drunk.
Why did he have to hide from the government, though?
Have you ever met a fucking John McCain?
Yeah, I met John McCain.
He's a
Multiple
real
times.
dick.
Multiple times.
He's a real dick.
Seems like a real swell fella.
No,
Too
he
bad
had-
about that brain cancer, though.
Is that what he was
dick.
doing? Was when he was a POW? Was hiding from the government?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I
How
like
do you
that
think Trump
track.
got elected? Idiot.
Yes, those things are linked.
Tupac's cover up is why Trump got elected.
Prove it. You can't. That's why you know it's true.
That's a good point. That's a really good point.
You have two options. It's either fucking Hill Dog or a Dyke Patrol.
Wait,
What
so
do you
I'm
want?
lost. I'm lost. Is Tupac dead or alive?
Tupac's alive.
Okay, how did he fake his death?
Oh. Oh.
Now, is he like is Cuba Gooding Jr. like harboring him, or he's actually in the country?
No.
Cuba. Is he in the country of Cuba?
You're just gurgling.
I'm pretty drunk. But I would trust Cuba Gooding Jr. He has a lot of great ideas.
Radio.
Hey, have you ever seen a Boat Trip? It's on Netflix
I
now.
don't even know what that means.
It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun with Horatio Sands, and there's this
What about Snow Dogs?
Oh,
another good one.
And not about nothing else. He's not in a lot. He's a very bad actor, actually. But Boat Trip's really good.
I'm pretty dizzy, but we should probably order a pizza.
Zach.
So
just so I can clarify though, and just see just to get a little more clarity on
The
this.
answer is not gay, John.
Okay, well, that was not my question either. Is it possible?
Fag.
Is it possible that Tupac is running a like what are those called? Completos? The big hot dogs with all the shit on top?
No, because the answer is Tupac is just fucking running the government. He invented hot dogs.
In in Cuba?
Oh my god! I didn't think I had to defend.
you didn't think you had to go this deep.
Okay, here's the thing: Tupac was fucking stoned as shit.
Yep.
He was just fucking blazed. He just woke
Out
up
of his
one
mind,
day.
yeah.
One day, just what the fuck's going on here? It's just like, where is it? I'm at Super America. You want a fucking taco? And he's like, hell yeah, bro. He's just like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking eat those tacos. I'm gonna fucking take a snoozer. Good idea. Now Tupac's high as shit. He controls Cuba.
Yep.
Living that life. My boy.
So that's
that's Zach's crazy conspiracy corner.
that's phenomenal, Zach. Thank you.
God, I'm
Hey,
sorry, guys.
Do you
I'm
want
just-
to go lay down?
Well,
No.
you still got to compete in.
Dead or alive, and he's probably gonna win.
Absolutely.
Guys, you ever done crack?
In
no,
fact,
guys.
we could put money on this right now. I
would
got
bet
all of it on Zach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No inhibitions, just going with his
Despite
ball.
having the ability to manipulate it, somehow he would
How
win.
many times have you overthought an answer? He's
Every
not-
time.
He is not doing any of that.
He doesn't.
tonight.
He will not suffer from overthought.
Well, I'm retarded.
Well, that was one of your best, though. That was good. We learned a lot.
That was top 3 for sure.
That was a good
Learning.
learning.
Braden's over here being a crackhead.
Although he's just getting ready for his segment.
Oh yeah, we gotta play a game about crack.
Go crack rock.
Braden, what's the answer?
It's either dead or alive.
So last week's winner
I'm fucked.
was Geiser.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And the standings are Geiser 1, Zach 1, everyone else 0.
Ooh.
Truth.
Truth.
Right there, bud.
Woo! I can't believe this happened.
So we got a packed house here today. What do we got? 6 people in here? 5?
No, I think there's like at least 13 spectators, though.
Yeah, the crowd in the room. It's a shame our Facebook Live camera isn't
I know,
working
what
right
the
now,
hell,
so people
man?
can't see
and I
this
think
audience.
that's Juberg trying to suppress our.
Yeah, it is probably.
It's trying
Mark.
to suppress our ideas and thoughts, and mostly Zach's anti-Semitic rants. But
I'm not that anti-Semitic. Just me. I'm
big
an
up.
average anti-Semitic.
Big up though right now. I just got a line through on the phone. We have a new sponsor. It's Taco Bell's beefy Frito burrito.
oh, it's the actual item.
It's absolutely phenomenal. And Braden was trying to sell it on me last pod, and I didn't take his word. And now I feel like a jackass because it's delicious. Also, I'd like to point out that Braden likes something that I also like, and so I'm not a shitheel who just disagrees with Braden all the time for fun, even though Linkin Park does suck in my opinion.
All right.
Braden, over to you.
Still suspicious.
Well, can't wait till I can't wait till Chad Kroger dies.
Is this not now
I'm going
time
to
for
defend Chad Kroger
America's?
to the death.
Then you're going to be the obstinate one.
Exactly.
Is this time for America's favorite game?
It's time for America's second favorite game.
That's right.
After the wheel.
The wheel.
Whoa.
Gotta love the wheel.
No, I'm a big fan of the wall.
I'm more of a
Chrissy Hardwick.
more of a weakest link guy, but okay.
Also,
You fucking
also,
Brit.
Beat Shazam is pretty great.
Oh, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's with.
I hate it.
I don't know who's
Jamie
the-
Foxx.
Yes. I don't.
Oh, no,
also,
I'm
what
out.
the fuck is Jamie Foxx doing hosting like a shitty game show?
It makes it's syndication makes shitloads of money.
Racist.
What the hell is
That's why
Ludacris
Alec
doing
Bal-
hosting
Alec Baldwin's
Fear
doing
Factor?
that.
But
Yeah.
like, I just imagine that he would be like
Joe
have
Rogan turned it
movie
down 3
offers.
times.
Oh, he's still in movies.
Didn't Joe
Alec
Rogan
Baldwin
get
is
fired?
doing a.
Nope.
Yeah, but Alec Baldwin like is not in movies anymore.
He said he
That's
wasn't
his
gonna do
choice,
it.
I think.
Yeah.
And he makes shitloads of money because it's
That's the
syndicated.
best.
And I guess
The
it's
perfect
easy.
amount of
You
hot
go,
sauce.
you show
Super
up for a
easy.
9-hour day and
Yeah.
you film three episodes.
No, you film like 7 or something.
Yeah,
Like
just
shitload.
and then like you do that for 3
Do it
months
for
a year.
no, you
2
do
months
you
a
do
month.
that for 3 weeks. You got a season, and then you're like, all right, I'm out for
See you
until-
next year.
Yeah, see if they pick it up. They pick it up again. You do another 3 weeks like that.
Yeah.
Like it's so easy.
Yeah, okay, never mind. I completely understand why Jamie Foxx is doing that. Are there more tacos that no one wants to eat?
Yes, go grab some from
Oh,
the counter.
can I get one?
Yes.
Is it hard shells?
Tacos might be the greatest.
Are there
thing
no
to
hard
ever be
shells?
in
I didn't see any.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Oh. Ooh.
Oh, that's
Some nice Home Alone music.
yeah.
This is technically Home Alone 2, right? Or is this both?
Whoa.
Is this Christmas in July?
Oh, it is July.
Is it the 20? No, it's not the 25th. It's like the. It's the 25th for all you know.
By the way, on the 29th, it'll be my day, and I'm pretty sure one of you is going to catch a death. And I'm super excited about taking those
we got
points.
days. Home Alone. Name some famous cast members of Home Alone.
Macaulay Culkin.
Second,
Joe Pesci.
third,
The guy,
Stern.
Daniel Stern, yeah.
fourth. Ever heard of him?
O'Hara.
Ever heard of him?
John Hurt.
John Hurd. I hope it's famous Johns, and it's just all about dudes that buy hookers.
Nope. This
John
is
Candy.
just the straight up John Hurd category.
Oh.
All just John Hurd movies.
Wow.
Yep, all of these questions have to do with John Hurd.
He's
Nice.
dead.
He died today.
He is
very
dead.
topical.
Well, it would be if these were out live, Kyle.
They are live. We are streaming live for the Facebook fans at home.
Marcus.
Geiser,
Yes.
as the winner of the previous Dead or Alive trivia, you get to go first
All right.
in the John Hurd category. The first.
Dead.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Okay.
Move on to the next person.
We are going with Frankie Faison. He played Irvin Burrell on The Wire, was in Coming to America, the Silence of the Lamb movies, including Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal.
Okay, I changed my
No,
Greg,
no, no, you don't. He's alive.
And the movie that he was in
No,
was
let
John
me change
Hurt.
my mind.
You said final answer, dude, and you decided to speak out against it.
And the movie that he was in with John Hurt, White Chicks.
I'm gonna go alive.
John Hurt was pretty good in White Chicks.
I don't remember that, but I only saw it once. It was like a year ago, maybe.
Dead.
He lived.
Oh my God, he's so alive. He's Donald Faison's brother. He's the dude. He's the.
Frankie Faison is alive.
I fucked that up. Only John got a button
I
on me.
figured you were just doing that to throw us off the scent.
I know that was the hope because as soon as I heard his name, he's Father what's his face on Walking Dead right now. Oh, Father Gabriel.
All right, do you remember how earlier I was so confident and with my knowledge about Gladiator, the movie with Cuba Gooding Jr.?
This is why.
And it seemed very out of sorts for me to be that knowledgeable about a Cuba Gooding Jr. movie from the early 90s. That's because I also made the mistake
Is that
of
Omar
thinking...
Gooding's brother?
No.
What about Cuba?
It is, but that's not the question here.
Okay.
But I also made the same mistake of thinking Gladiator was the same Gladiator movie that John Hurt was in. But it's not. But regardless...
This is how you knew that, huh? From the
regardless, the person for the question number 2 was in 2000's Gladiator, directed by Ridley Scott,
Starring
Russell Crowe,
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
He's alive.
German Hansu.
Why you out so far?
So far, all alive. We're going with British actor Oliver Reed.
Oh, who was he in that movie?
He was the
He
king
was
of-
dead.
Was he the kid?
No, he was the slave master, right?
Sure.
You're all guessed. That
Kind
we're all
of.
just like
He was the guy that purchased him for the gladiatorial.
He was
games.
Proximo, who was the kind of the coach of the Gladiator.
The guy,
Yeah,
the
the
owner,
slave
the slave
master.
owner. Yeah.
Yes, he was the slave owner. Also was in the movies Oliver. Please, sir, can I have some more? The Devils, Funny Bones, Lion of the Desert, and also Gladiator.
Okay.
Many other movies. He was a famous alcoholic.
I'm gonna say dead.
dead.
I say was all the time, guys.
Alive.
He lived.
What?
That was nothing.
I said he lived.
He lives. Okay, Zach. says-
No, there was no S. He
Oh,
lived.
live. He lived.
He lived.
Oh, good luck.
Nice.
We all farted.
He was alive. He's alive.
No, he's in Game of Thrones.
He is
Dead.
dead.
Nice.
He dead. Okay, I had to include him because this also would have been. John, you said dead, yeah?
I
Nice.
said dead as well.
Yes. His death would have been this death in history as well. I gotta read a little bit from Oliver Reed's Wikipedia page here.
Please do.
Reed once claimed he drank 106 pints in a 2-day bender before the day he got married. 3 days before he got married.
Andre the Giant drank 156 beers in a sitting.
Yeah, Andre the Giant was a fucking giant. Oliver Reed is a normal man.
I mean, I wouldn't be shy. I think that's doable.
106 pints in 2 days?
If you're
You
drink-
could drink 50 beers in a day.
If you were drinking from sun up to sundown, how many beers have we drank on a fucking pontoon out in the middle of the lake?
Not 50. I've never
sun-
drank 50 beers.
Sun up to sundown.
Most I've ever had in a day is 30, dude.
Wade Boggs
drank-
didn't even
I
drink
drank-
50.
That's tough.
I drank a case of hams, and the next day I think my heart was like destroyed.
Oliver Reed once went out with Steve McQueen, and he ended up
gay?
he ended up puking on him. No, they went out to a club.
Wait,
and he
McQueen did?
No, he puked on Steve McQueen.
Pussy?
He's puked on a queen. On
One
the
of
queen?
Oliver Reed's best friends in life was Keith Moon.
Oh, that seems like
There it is.
Yeah.
And did you know that Keith Moon and Oliver Reed both looked up to Robert Newton, who was like a legendary alcoholic? They considered him role models. Lastly, do you want to know how Oliver Reed died?
Choked on his vomit while he
That's
passed
what I
out.
was
Close. It's even better.
Well, tripped and hit his head on the end of a fucking coffee table while he was at his house alone?
Drowned in a hotel pool.
He was on the island of Malta. He was at an Irish pub. He got into a drinking competition and got a heart attack during the drinking
There's
competition.
nothing like
So did he
dying
win?
from a drinking
Did he win?
competition.
He died during a drinking competition.
That's awesome.
That's pretty good.
At an Irish bar.
So he
This
won?
is during the filming of Gladiator, too.
He died during the film?
During the filming.
I was actually going to guess. I was like, he was in Malta? That's fucking awesome. And that feeds into the Gladiator story.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
Great death. Great death.
Me.
Me.
Actor.
Was Russell Crowe there?
In The
At the
Secret
bar.
of My Success and Home Alone, played Uncle Frank McAllister. You little jerk.
Yeah.
Who was he in The Secret of My Success?
Jerry Bammon.
What character is that?
I've seen it once.
He's not the CEO guy. He's not. Was he like another mailroom dude? Because the other mailroom guy was like a young dude who was like.
Look what you did, you little jerk.
I'm trying to think of who he was in that movie. I don't know. Anyway, go on.
Another theme for this category could have been, for this whole round, could have just been old guys.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know who he was in Secret of My Success. I don't know anything else he's been in. Those are your
I
clues.
keep thinking of Frank Boyle from.
I can picture him. I know what he looks like.
Yeah.
He looks like
He's a
the guy from
balding-
Princess Bride.
He's just a balding older guy who
Who's
was
the guy
like
in Princess
uncle
Bride?
guy.
He was
I'll
like
say dead.
Dead.
in Princess
He's
Bride.
alive.
I'm saying alive.
He's dead.
Jerry Bammon is alive.
Fuck!
Born in 1941. He's
Need to
75
make
years
up,
old.
Needed to make up at least one.
Boom, boom.
Great.
We're through 3.
What's the
Yes.
pizza situation?
You were tied. He's up one.
It's on its way.
And Zach's.
Yeah. What's the
Wow, give me a
Zach's
Zach's
tied
got
with us?
1.
We're all tied
Kyle's
except
got
for
one.
Through
John.
3.
Yep. Everyone's got one except for John.
John has 2. Kyle has 0. Everyone else has 1.
Ooh, Kyle is 0.
Y'all fucked.
Producer Kyle. This person played Richard Thornburg in the Die Hard movies.
In the Wild Thornburgs?
Who is that?
Wild thorn berries.
He was also in Ghostbusters, Real Genius, Biodome, The Last Samurai,
That just sounds like a bunch of stoned assholes.
totally gay for Donnie.
and played Bob Gaminsky in The Pelican
That was
Brief
really good.
alongside John
Yeah,
Hurd.
cheeseburger.
Nick Nolte?
This is William Atherton.
Dead.
You should get some cream cheese on that.
Zach's really critiquing your food, though.
I'm really drunk and not even high.
Are you even more
Zach.
hungry?
Is William Atherton dead or alive?
He did, I tell you what.
What'd you say, Kyle?
He said dead.
I'm going alive.
I said dead, Geyser.
I'll say dead.
So, can you repeat what he was in? I didn't
He's
hear.
never been in a
The
movie.
Die Hard
actually.
movies, Ghostbusters, Real Genius, Biodome alongside Pauly Shore. who died,
movies.
Oh, I know this guy.
The
I know,
Last Samurai.
I know exactly what he looks
and
like.
The Pelican Brief.
He was the curator of the Biodome.
Correct.
Shit, I think he's alive.
He was a gun salesman.
I think he's
in The
alive.
Last Samurai.
I would say he's
That's a good idea. Sell guns to Chinese people.
William Atherton. Is
Oh, Jason, you don't like
Alive.
China?
Chinese.
Swinging so zero.
You're
Was
such
he
a
one of the,
racist.
FBI
China.
agent whatever. Like,
Correct.
He was, like, agent.
Always just kind of plays a
Correct.
slimy asshole.
Yeah, but he was like agent.
Correct.
Agent. They were Agent Fitz and Agent Fitz with no relation. It
Oh,
was
we
two
can sell
white
you
guy
all
and
these
black
guns
dudes.
for some little money.
No relation.
we have a 3-way tie for first. 3 people,
Zach.
2 points.
Pound some water so we can go.
I
to the
am
list.
number one. Jason, why are you so racist? He hates China, man.
Oh, so sorry. Oh, Zach. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh,
So aggressive.
Zach.
oh.
Mr. Bennington.
Have you ever heard of the movie Beaches?
Well, I can tell you about that, Mr. Branson.
Okay. This would be John Hurd's Beaches co-star Spalding Gray. Also in the movies The Killing Fields, Stars and Bars, Zelda, Bad Company, and Glory Days. By the way, I also want to know if Glory Days is a good movie. If
that is a porno.
Days, D-A-Z-E,
Yeah.
with Ben Affleck and Matthew McConaughey and a bunch of...
I've seen
Have you seen it? It's
Glory
man,
Days.
right?
Ben Affleck's not in Glory Days. He's in Dazed and Confused. Glory Days is different.
He's in both.
Oh,
So
Mr.
is
Branson,
Matthew
that
McConaughey.
was a porno.
Okay.
I looked it up today. I've never heard of the
I
movie.
believe you.
I never heard of the movie, but
I
it seemed like a
just-
movie I actually kind of wanted to
I
see.
believe you. It just
so I was
sounded
curious
too
if anyone
close
had
to
seen it.
Dazed and
Never seen
Confused
it.
and seemed like
It's also
mixed up.
it had a soundtrack put together by like the Vandals or something.
Or Bruce
That's a good
Springsteen.
surf rock.
Sure, it wasn't Bruce Springsteen. It
was a
I think
punk
you
rock.
wrote a
I don't
song
know.
about that
Surf
movie.
punk.
All right,
In the-
so
Okay,
Zach,
so no, it's-
Zach, it's on you. Spalding Gray.
Oh, Mr. Spalding Gray, he living.
He's dead.
Dead.
So at first I thought it was like, oh, Spalding Gray, that's a woman, but
He's a golf ball.
no,
Basketball.
Volleyball.
They make golf balls too.
dead.
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 Everyone dead but Zach.
Oh, you said alive.
No, everyone said dead. I remember
He's
hearing
dead.
about his death, or hearing that he was dead.
Did you hear about it on this podcast?
You did hear
Maybe.
about the
I don't
guy.
Did you
Did
hear
we?
about it in Dead or Alive trivia?
You made everything
Did we?
you set up.
This was a throwback. Spalding Gray is dead.
Okay.
He's a fucking regular.
Uncle Dude.
Yeah, Uncle Dude. I couldn't think of it.
For those who come regularly to the Dead or Alive podcast, this is a throwback to
I love
reward our
Uncle Dude.
All right.
Remember when we used to not like Uncle Dude, and now we
has
love
gotten
Uncle
so
Dude?
fat.
He's such a nerd, but he's awesome.
He's so fat.
He's a chubby guy. Yeah, he's a big man.
Spalding Gray, his death is pretty interesting in that he
chokes
What
on
does
his
he
own
look
jizz.
he looks like Martin Landau, really, actually. And around the early 2000s, he got into a car accident, had a severe head injury, got severe depression out of it, so he had suicidal tendencies.
I love it.
Suicidal
That's the best band
tendencies. Yes.
of the last 20 years.
I love them so
That was
much.
90s.
Yeah,
Maybe
Still
90s.
touring and
Maybe-
recording
Yeah.
albums.
Thank you. That
we're
wasn't
go-
great.
if they come here, we're going.
But just
I'm
to
going.
continue,
Saw them last year.
I know. With Megadeth, right?
Yep.
Seems insane. I would
Spalding Gray had some depression. He went and saw the movie Big Fish, directed by Tim Burton.
This guy.
See, I still don't. Right? Yeah, I don't.
Does look like Martin Landau, though.
There's some other pictures. He went and saw the movie Big Fish by Tim Burton. Very depressing movie. And he killed himself
Not a
afterwards.
good visual. Holy Lord!
Oh, he looks like that investor who pyramid Ponzi scheme people.
Bernie Madoff.
How much skin cancer does he have in that photo?
Yeah, I know. He does not look good.
What? Just a bizarre.
He
looking
jumped
guy.
off a ferry to kill himself. Just to,
After he saw the movie.
What? He couldn't find
after
a
he
fag?
saw the movie, he got very depressed after seeing a movie and killed himself.
Same night.
Same night.
Jesus
right.
Christ.
So
What's up
is Tim Burton being tried for his murder?
Should be.
Honestly, he should be.
Whose turn is it here?
Sounds like he needed
It's
a safe
mine.
space.
Reigning
Reigning champion Alec.
Space.
The next person
No looking at phones right now or computers during the clues.
played Jack Mason in Red Dawn, was in the Wild Bunch, and played Geronimo Bill in the movie Radio Flyer alongside John Hurt.
Played who in Red Dawn?
Geronimo Bill.
Did you ever watch
Red
Radio
Dawn.
Flyer?
No.
Radio Flyer.
I've seen that movie, but
it's
I'm trying
fucked up.
He played
You guys ever
Jack
seen a robot?
Mason in Red Dawn.
to Jack Mason.
He was the father of the daughters that gave his
Oh,
daughter.
he's dead.
He did.
In Red Dawn, he was the father of the daughter.
The daughter. I think he had
Daughters.
2 daughters.
Yeah, it was Jennifer Grey and her.
Did you ever see a teenager? They hot as hell.
Have you seen Radio Flyer?
But he was also Radio Flyer is a star-studded cast.
It's kind of
Elijah
fucked up.
Wood
Yeah.
has a Jurassic Park.
I went to college with Maddie. I know about people with wagons.
It's pretty fucked up, though.
John Hurd was in a lot of movies.
Yeah. No, he was. Especially in the late 80s, early 90s.
90s.
Yeah.
But Radio
90s
Flyer
was
was
jam.
fucked up.
So what's your answer?
Dead. I just want, like, this is more of a springboard towards.
Alive.
You're not your turn, you asshole.
What?
Dead.
Zach's
Alive.
is alive.
He did.
He did. He played like a 65-year-old in Red Dawn. He wasn't the father; he was the grandfather.
Like the whole thing of that was
So
they were
proud.
they were trying to build a wagon that could fly away from their home because their stepfather was so abusive to them.
That's a
Did they
fucked up
do it?
movie.
I think he played the abusive stepfather.
Oh, did he? He was a real asshole. Real right.
I mean,
Thanks, Obama.
were the
Yeah.
kids well behaved?
I don't know. I didn't seem like assholes.
I mean, like if you don't know, then you can't really.
But he like whipped him with like electrical cords and like did other shit.
What did they do? Did they leave their socks on the floor? Did they?
He seemed like a real cunt.
Did they do all their chores?
Father, but stepfather.
John, you
That's
ever
all
heard of
I'm
the
They're
show
coming into
Maverick?
a situation where they're not
Yeah.
your kids and they're running rampant.
I'm looking for Maverick and Maverick.
James Garner.
James Garner. Also in The Great Escape, Murphy's Romance, The Notebook, and
I'd
My
fuck
Fellow
Jennifer Garner.
Americans.
James
I don't
Garner.
know. Are they related?
James Garner
Garner.
is dead.
Is Jennifer Garner? No, they're
Dead.
not related. Are
Jennifer Garner's
Dead.
really hot.
They? Are they related?
I don't know, but she's
They're
really
not.
hot.
No, they're not.
Is he dead or alive, Zach?
James Garner. He did.
He's dead.
All right, we all got it.
Dead's around the board.
He died relatively recently. Right?
very recently.
I don't even care about the dates. I just want
Actually,
to
2014.
Yeah.
86 heart
Still pretty
attack.
close.
Figured he was.
Was he Jennifer Garner's dad?
No.
Good question though. You're kind of coming back. You drink some more water.
No,
I bet you can't finish that in one gulp.
you're right. I'm going to
Pussy,
drink
you're not
some.
even gonna try.
I loved Maverick. Actually,
I'm
reruns
peeing
are
gas.
terrific.
I never saw that
Maverick,
show, but the
the
movie
movie
was
is pretty
awesome.
good.
I
and,
love
I, and I've never seen that.
The movies are good.
it. Makes you love when everyone's
It wasn't
like, oh,
James Garner in the movie.
No, but he was in it. But when everyone's down on Mel Gibson, you
plays
watch
like-
that movie, you're like, how does anyone hate Mel Gibson?
Well,
Mel Gibson's awesome.
I
Or
just
you
look up
watch
the rant.
Braveheart?
I just
Yeah.
look up
Or you
the
watch
Patriot.
The Patriots?
Maverick is like
That's
the
true,
greatest
anyway.
like family.
Or
like,
you watch
look at that.
Apocalypto?
I like.
Caper.
Or
I
you
like
watch
a movie you
What
like.
Women Want?
I look a movie.
No, I
that
love
you
it.
What
I
Women
actually
Want
love
is
it.
creepy as fuck.
Or you watch
love it.
It's
Mad
creepy,
Max?
though. It's creepy.
It's a good watch.
Or you
though.
watch Lethal Weapon?
Yes,
Or you
I agree.
understand that Mel Gibson
is
only makes
awesome.
fucking good
Yeah,
movies?
he's
or
awesome.
you watch The Beaver.
I love
not
watching
seen
The
that
Beaver.
one,
I just turn on all 8 minutes and 21 seconds of the rant, and I just.
but- like, why does anyone hate this guy?
Why does anyone hate him?
It's so funny.
Give me a
very
bad
easy-
Mel Gibson
It's
movie.
a very
What's a bad Mel
answer.
Gibson
It's a very
movie?
easy answer to find when people don't like it.
Well, yeah,
I can't think of
Zach. Apparently, Jews don't like him. Why is that?
Well, here's the thing about Mel Gibson. He
Mel Gibson.
You know his dad was a literal Nazi.
Mel Gibson had a rough childhood. A lot of people were bombing him and shit, and then he's just like, "Oh, they're all anti-Semites." And then he realized the Jews were bombing, so he had to get out of here and do that shit. I don't know. I'm sorry, I was
No,
trying.
I think you summarized it quite
I-
quite
I-
You didn't have the
adequately.
anger of a normal Mel Gibson rant, but you had the right
I was
wording.
You hit
being
the
a
nail.
Mel
You hit the
Gibson
Jews,
apologist.
which
Hit
was
the nail on the head.
right up his alley.
I wasn't as drunk as you guys thought, but Brain, do you
Mario.
think they have any more Taco Bell in the way?
No.
I'll give you
John
five.
Hurd played a detective on The Sopranos.
Yes.
I think he basically played himself in The Sopranos.
Oh, big,
If he was
big
an
pussy's
old
dead.
drunk who was a gambling addict, then yes,
Pretty much.
Have you ever gambled?
I have.
Doubtful.
Frank Pellegrino was also on The Sopranos.
Who did you play?
He played FBI Chief Frank Cubitoso.
What else was he?
Also played Johnny Dio in Goodfellas. Do you know that, like, Martin Scorsese movies and so The Sopranos had like 30 characters that repeated.
Because Italian Americans are good for nothing except for being in mafioso movies.
So they're
and
good for
making
something.
the best gravy ever.
Mario, do you have a cheeseburger?
That's it. Those are the two.
They are not. By the way,
God
not
loves
white,
a good
not white
gravy.
people.
I don't disagree.
Jason, do you have any tacos?
No, man. I think tacos are all gone.
So is Frank Pellegrino
Dumb.
dead or
you only
alive?
give us those two clues that he was in Sopranos and then in the Scorsese movie.
Yeah.
Alive.
Dead.
What's the taco situation?
Dead or alive?
Alive. I just want tacos.
Did you say dead or alive?
Who knows?
What he said.
He said alive.
Taco.
No, he
just
didn't. You
think
said
about
dead.
tacos.
Who knows?
He's dead.
Have you ever had a taco? I've never been so hungry in my life.
He's alive.
God damn it.
Dead.
Wait, is
he
John
is dead.
number one?
He's like
I
that
said
skeleton looking
you're
guy, isn't he?
He died in 2017, January of this
Yeah.
year of lung
He's
cancer.
like the.
Oh shit!
No, he was the FBI chief. He didn't look very
he's
scout.
this-
You got that despite him saying.
yeah.
Geiser
Despite you
is
guessing wrong in what I guessed.
We're down to the last two.
What?
Guys are leading by 1
Over there.
over Vario and John, both at 5. Kyle at 4.
2 left.
Zach, you are mathematically eliminated.
We can just skip him from now on.
This is all not even
Kyle,
just talking.
producer Kyle. This person was also in a Gladiator movie that also wasn't John Hurd's Gladiator movie. This is the made-for-TV movie The Gladiator from 1986. Also in Cutthroat Island, Fried Green Tomatoes, Harlem Nights, Rocky, and Snake Eyes.
These are all very old movies.
Snake
Great
Eyes is not that
movies.
old.
Snake
It's from like
Eyes,
98.
great.
Yeah.
96,
John Hurd
98.
was also in Snake Eyes.
Snake Eyes is a great movie.
I don't know what Snake Eyes
The
is.
best hockey movie ever made.
Snake Eyes starred Nicolas Cage.
That's not a hockey movie.
It's a boxing.
No, it's about hockey and what happens in the hockey arena. Right?
I don't know if you're joking or
I don't think any of you
I'm
are right.
pretty sure. I
No,
thought it was
it's
about,
about-
like what happens.
It is not about hockey.
It's boxing.
I thought it was what happens
Rocky
during
is
the
boxing.
hockey game.
What is his name?
There's a terrorist attack during a hockey
This
game.
is Stan Shaw.
Okay.
Fuck. I'm going dead.
He played
Dead?
What is that?
Can you go? Can you? He's out, but
I'm going.
Zach is out.
I'm going dead.
I'm going alive.
alive.
He's alive.
Ooh.
Stan Shaw was born in 1952 at age of 65.
All right, it's all tied up between us three for the last question.
Oh, we got a threesome.
And who's going first?
Zach.
Geyser.
Guys are
This is the best.
We getting overtime.
and it's fun times here because we got a twofer for the last one.
No.
This character or actor is or was, well, I guess it was because it's in the past, was in the movie Big that also starred John Hurd.
Mm-hmm.
Was also in The Sopranos.
He was in Big. John Hurd.
Yes.
Yeah, we,
Wow, yeah, we did
This person was also in Independence Day, Scarface, Men of a Certain Age, and Oliver and Company.
Gotcha.
Keep your dream alive.
wait, so do we have to like write this
Dreaming
down?
is
This is just question number 10.
Once upon
This
a
character
time.
is Robert Loggia.
Who was he in Independence
Robert
Day?
Logia.
Or Logia.
Oh, was he?
He's the general,
Goldblum's dad.
head of U.S. Space Command.
Alive.
Dad.
He was also the owner of that toy store where Tom Hanks did the whatever. Fuck,
Yeah.
he's dead.
Keep your dream alive.
He died.
Damn.
is still how the strong survive.
Died in
Once upon a
2015,
time,
Fuck.
New York City.
age of 85, Alzheimer's.
All timers. Real misnomer on that name.
All right, so we got a tie break.
We have a tiebreaker in the John Hurd category.
You're gonna need a pen there.
Yeah, I'll take one from it.
Isn't it interesting that we've had Dead or Alive trivia for a couple years now almost? We've never had a category dedicated to a specific person. Our first person is, of course, John Hurd, the legendary, one of the best actors of our time, John Hurd.
John's going to need a pen.
No, he'll just go first.
Oh. It's only, okay.
Unless you need... There is a little bit of math involved with this one.
Yeah.
I'll let him write it down, and then I'll write...
No, you can go ahead and write it first.
I have a little bit of... Vario might have an advantage because he's pretty good at this sort of question. This is going to be a net worth question.
No, I'm not in the state of mind to know at all.
I need John Hurd's net worth at the time of his death.
Who goes first?
Times the number of ex-wives he's had.
Whoa!
No one, there's no going first. There's you write it down. You don't show John. You tell me your answer, and
I'll keep my eyes closed.
And what would value? We're doing this in
the integer value. What value? It's a number.
Yeah.
Net worth times the number of ex-wives that John Hurd has had.
Yeah.
Times.
Yeah.
Not plus.
Get it, girl.
Eunice, come out and say it, John. Say it.
Oh, he wrote first.
Into the microphone. Someone say their number.
3 million.
Ooh, I said 15 million.
Where do you guys get your net worths from?
CelebrityNetworth.com. I would assume like he was worth like $1.5 million.
My assumption was he was worth about 3 or 4, and I assumed that he had between 3 and 4 ex-wives.
But his net worth decreases the more ex-wives he has.
Right.
The winner is John Rowland.
What was the number?
He had 3 ex-wives, didn't he?
3 ex-wives.
God fucking damn it! I love this shit. When ex-wives get thrown,
nice guess, but what on the fucking
winner wins?
And what was your guess for net worth?
My guess for net worth was between 3 and 4 million.
3 and what?
3 and 4.
His net worth was $3.5 million.
Oh my
Horse shit. I guarantee you, we go back and look at the records afterwards, after his death, and they divide up the assets. He's worth less than $1 million.
When you get your numbers right, and you know ex-wives are wrong, that's the way things go down. That's the way you getting down. Use a clown. Jason Vario used a clown.
Fucking nailed that. 3 ex-wives and 3 to 4 million.
I went over because I thought he was going to go over, but he went way under. So that was the only thing I got wrong in that was...
I assumed he was...
The only thing you got wrong in that is your math.
No, I thought he was going to go way over.
You said 3 to 4 million.
I thought he was going to... I thought he was going to... It's 12.
That's 12.
I thought he was going to go... I thought he was going to go like 18.
Yeah, that was a very bad guess.
So I undercut it.
3 million?
Because your net worth goes way down each divorce you have. And if he had...
$1 million?
If he had 8 divorces...
He was in 200 movies.
He's worth less...
Think of the movies that I just went through.
If he had 5 million... If he had 5 divorces and had $5 million just net worth...
That's 2.5.
Then all of a sudden goes down to $1 million.
But you never know what his net worth was when he got divorced.
That's kind of my guess.
I don't get why you don't like Linkin Park.
Yeah, what's wrong with you? 3 ex-wives, 3.5 million.
Reading John Hurd's Wikipedia page is pretty depressing.
I can't wait.
It's basically
divorce after like sexual assault claim.
The character he played in Sopranos is him in real life. It's just a depressing guy. Like It's him saying, like,
he was an
if I
alcoholic.
would have tried harder.
He was an
I would've-"
alcoholic, right? He had to have been. He seemed like
So I came
His head
across
was
him.
big.
Then I jumped into Oliver Reed, and Oliver Reed is a legendary alcoholic after reading that Wikipedia page. And I wanted to do a category of all alcoholics, but then it got me not interested in getting more into that.
you realize for all these categories, you can no longer do anything obvious because John was trying to guess like earlier today, like, oh, this person died, and then he's like, oh yeah, what if he does this category? That'd be fun.
Oh, what category did he think?
Well, what'd you think?
Well, I was okay. First of all, I was just hoping we got to hear the Mission Impossible music, so that you could play Spies as
Yeah.
your Dead or Alive trivia.
I've already done I've done Assassins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ratting you out because I don't want
'Cause I
people
kicked your
guessing.
ass.
No, I don't want people guessing. Well,
I smoked
Did
you.
anyone see John Hurd coming? You think I don't know that you guys are trying to guess?
No.
smoked you like a pack of spirits, baby.
All I'm
It was
saying-
over with.
All I'm saying is
Our
We're-
first category ever that was based on a specific person was fucking John Hurd. Not a fucking important person.
So-
John Hurd.
all I'm saying
And
is
John Rowland won.
heard that.
Just for the record, though, I don't want to switch topics too much, but I do want to jump to something quick. After this podcast, we are pretty sure that the most famous person we're going to personally know is Zach Ramlow, right?
Oh, correct.
And that's why we're going. And I think that's why we're going to skip. Spoiler alert, because I'm pretty sure we would all
I
pick.
don't think we need to. No,
I'm pretty sure we'd all pick Zach.
Whoa, Silver.
Well, we have the ability to make Zach's death happen tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we're allowed to pick anyone.
So I feel like he's off limits.
But he is going to be the most famous person we know after this. Infamous, some people would call him.
You mean after we go to the Moose and then spread all of this knowledge around?
That Zach doesn't like that the Jews are loose.
I feel like I said Jews and fag. I said fag a bunch. Like that was not.
Oh, this is
and
the
by the way,
opportunity.
I'm not a big fag hater, but it's a funny word. That's all.
Right.
Zach peer pressured you.
It's
That's
just
what
a
it
funny
is.
word.
Zach said it so much he challenged you into saying
Right.
it.
Yeah, it's just
You succumb
normally
to peer
I'm the
pressure.
person who fucks up and says dumb shit. Zach was doing it on his own. I figured, hey, somebody's got to he needs a buddy up in that fucking saying
Up in
terrible
that butt.
shit.
He
Up in
needs
that
a butt
butt.
buddy.
Yeah. Well, he needs somebody else who's also embarrassing himself on that level because otherwise he just seems kind of naked and afraid. Great show.
Oh, that's a great reference. We will wrap up this evening, even though it's been a fucking slice of heaven. Zach, I want to thank you for everything tonight.
A real
Did
delight.
I have a conspiracy?
I think there's plenty more.
We'll get to it next time.
I
give
was
us
thinking about Tupac all day.
Yeah, and we kind of hit it.
Yeah,
and then
we
hit-
wrapped that one up.
I feel like it was a real downer.
No.
Is that true?
Well,
Absolutely not.
it's
Sorry,
probably
guys.
your top three.
But I do want to take
Top-
this moment.
top
to,
three is a real downer.
I do want to take this moment to thank everyone for listening and to put you on to our Patreon page. Kyle, could you give the exact information for our Patreon page?
Patreon.com/Deadpool
and
Podcast.
by the way,
That's patreon.com/pod. What is it?
Patreon.com/Deadpool Podcast.
Deadpool Podcast at Patreon.
Smaticus.
Well,
And,
yes, Smaticus is already doing it, Zach. We do appreciate you.
He's a hero.
Trying to hit him up for more money. That's
And,
really fun.
I'll be honest.
I can't see straight.
I don't like to throw around the name hero a lot. I know he joined some sort of regiment.
He's a hero to me.
This was what makes him a hero.
Yeah. And you know what? He's been a hero.
Are you guys saying John Wick is one of our patrons?
Anyway, you head over to Patreon. Head over to Patreon and go to Deadpool Podcast. You can give us any amount of money. I think
love
it's
it.
got to be $1 at least, but $1, $10,
And
$50.
FYI, Kyle, and we should do this. So this is more of an on-air production meeting. We'll be moving our SoundCloud to YouTube.
Shortly at some point in the future.
In the future, at
Yes.
Yeah, SoundCloud
Yes.
isn't long for this world, but we do want to thank SoundCloud.
And remember
as
that
well.
all money that we raise will be going to O.J. Simpson should he do an interview
Yes,
for us.
that is true.
Thank
so
God.
it'll all be going to our OJ
The
interview.
juice.
My boy.
Yeah,
Oh, now it's Zach's boy.
the juice pile.
3
As
hours
long as he's
later.
not a Jew. juice.
All right, but now
I'm not a racist. I'm
But
just
now,
drunk.
after that wonderful Patreon talk, and we do appreciate anything that we're giving on our Patreon page. We love you guys for
My
it.
man.
We are going to kick it over to Geiser for our normal closing segment here at Deadpool Podcast. Spoiler alert.
By the way, turn off your podcast unless you want to know who exactly is going to die in the
Die.
1 to 4.5 weeks.
all right, so I got one that I think was on the tip of everyone's brain, everyone's tongue this week.
It was.
This week.
We were all trying to raise our hands to pick this person, but we couldn't.
Yeah, because we agreed that I would go first. So this is sort of an American hero.
I think so.
Except he
Fake
got
news.
caught.
Yeah,
Until
except
he
he
got
got
Yeah,
caught.
but I prefer my heroes not to get captured.
Exactly. Until he got caught, he was an American hero. He was an American hero afterwards because he divorced his ugly wife and got in a car wreck and married his hot wife.
I love this dude. I actually really
What
like
about
it.
that lump on the
he
side of his
crashed
head?
three-
It is weird.
He
but
crashed 3 planes. One got him caught by the North Vietnamese. The other 2 were
Sounds like a great
quote-unquote
pilot.
training
Right up there with
accidents
Harrison Ford as far as great
that
pilots.
his admiral father got him out of. Now he's the
No, he didn't though.
Yeah, he did. He
Out of the camp?
No,
When he-
out of after he crashed 2 planes before he went to Vietnam, and he didn't. And he still got to fly planes and go to Vietnam.
Oh, you're saying? Oh, and then his dad tried to get him out of.
No, his dad got him out of
No.
trouble for accidentally crashing.
No,
2
his
planes.
dad tried to use his diplomatic powers in order to get him out of captivity.
Yes.
And he said, "No, I'm not better than anyone."
Yes, but
To be fair, they shoved
that's not what
bamboo
I'm
in
saying.
his
I'm saying
fingernails.
He did not.
That sounds
he was
horrible.
Still a pilot in the Navy after crashing twice because his dad was an animal.
Okay,
Yeah. This is Mr.
but he's not an asshole.
No, he's a good dude. He's the
just
senior-
dumb and confused and senile.
The senior
To be
senator from Arizona, John McCain, recently diagnosed with terminal brain cancer as an 80-year-old. Just getting
That
over
explains all his
surgery.
dumb
How old
decisions.
is he?
80-something. I don't know. Makes me feel bad for thinking of how odd and weird he sounded for the last year.
Right during that Comey, that James Comey,
That he just wasn't making sense.
where everyone's just like, apparently John McCain didn't know what the fuck he was talking about ever.
And everyone was like, oh, he must be senile. Nope, he has a giant tumor growing in his head.
Well, everybody's had tumor once or twice. But at any rate,
So,
I'm gonna
John
go with
McCain.
you.
Well, we're
Wait,
not
let's
going
go-
that way.
let's
We're
go.
going clockwise. I think.
Yeah, you're last, buddy.
What are you going with Yuri Gagarin? Was that what you were listening?
Oh, well, I'm gonna say
Because
that
he
one.
did.
All right, John, who do you
Cool.
got?
So,
I'm also going to pick glioblastoma and go Gord Downey.
John,
Shit, that's a great pick.
Gord Downey's a good pick.
you can
not
live
bad.
for years.
Lead singer of the Tragically Hip also has terminal brain cancer.
The same kind as
But he won't fucking die
as war
already.
profiteer John McCain.
That's a lot of points for me, though, if he dies.
That's half the
50.
amount of points for me.
At least, isn't
It's
it?
only 25 for you.
It's 48 for him.
No, for you, you get half.
Right, but you get 48, not 50.
Or whatever.
I get 24.
Whatevs.
All right, I'll go Princeville. It's like 2 points.
Known
Decent.
racist.
Boring.
Known racist.
Boring.
Everyone who's over 90 was at one time a racist, and now they've decided they're not anymore.
Everything over 75, I would say. Like they had.
You can be young and racist. That's
No,
racist.
I'm just saying. 100% of people over 90, well, 90% of people over 90 were at one time a racist.
And the
They
rest
thought to themselves, "Fuck these."
They're just like they're
Yes.
progressive for not making black people work.
and the rest are SJWs.
Which are, I think, equally as destructive
Probably more so.
because they don't actually have the racists don't have power.
Anymore.
The SJWs do, and they're terrible.
And who do you got there, Varge?
Well, I said Prince Philip.
Oh,
Boring.
so Braden.
Boring.
I know.
I'm going with the only teenager to ever beat Shaquille O'Neal in a game of basketball.
God damn it,
That's really good.
Jeremy Lin.
Aaron.
Aaron Carter.
Jeez.
What happened with Aaron Carter?
He's just a fucking meth head.
Life's
Well,
not good.
and didn't he go on? Didn't he do an interview and saying like, "I know you think I look like a meth head, but I'm."
I felt that. That was
I
good,
think you
bro.
just shat your pants. Aaron
All the
Carter looks like he could be an extra in American History X
But that's how he
Yeah,
beat
yes,
Shaq.
that's a very good point.
or
That is
Breaking
ex-
Bad.
That is exactly what he looks
He
like.
looks like a meth head.
It's not a good look.
He's
not
one,
a good
one of
visual
Jesse's henchmen.
for that guy.
This look, or is it worse?
Oh, it's
no,
even
no, no, no.
even then he looked.
Look up
like,
DWI mugshot.
This look?
No, look
No.
up DWI mugshot.
Keep digging.
I think somebody.
It was
texted
texted. Obviously,
Yeah.
Geiser's not paying attention to the text message.
Geyser hates us.
I might have you guys on what's the quad? Do not disturb, because it's not that fun at 11 at night to have your phone blow up to 40 messages.
So Megan
when you're
said
trying to
no
sleep.
more. No more.
No. Also, if I'm trying to sleep, it's not the best. Holy
Put your phone in the
fuck!
carpet.
Yeah, rough, right, dude?
This?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is
You
a
don't
good.
like Aaron's party?
That's how he beat Shaq.
Is
man.
he still loaded?
No.
No,
I don't think he was. I honestly don't see how
His mom is.
Because they took all his money and Nick Carter's money.
Oh,
Nick
Nick's
Carter's
got
doing
some.
well though, because the
he's
Backstreet
still
Boys are
doing
back.
stuff.
All right.
Aaron Carter.
And Nick Carter's quit,
Okay,
right?
let's guess what his net worth is.
50,000.
Half a million?
I might say negative.
50,000.
50,000. Negative what?
I just say
Wait, who? Nick or
You
Aaron?
can't just say negative. You got to give a number. So we can
negative
get-
500.
Definitely
Nick or
negative.
Aaron?
Aaron.
100,000.
Negative half mil.
Negative $2 million is what his estimated net worth is, according to Celebrity Net Worth.
Somehow,
How
if
the
you
fuck
have
does
a
that
net,
happen without you declared bankruptcy after negative $1 million and it's zero?
I didn't understand
Right?
that until I
It's a
didn't
good
wanna
pick
ask
for you.
him.
It's a good pick for you.
I didn't want to ask.
unless
This is a good
no,
pick.
unless
Why for
there's
me?
publicly
it's
outstanding
your turn.
debts, and they know
Oh,
his.
I am good pick.
Potential earnings in the
It's
future.
Kyle's turn.
Yeah.
But
But
like
I'm taking that.
negative $2 million when you're Aaron fucking Carter.
No, I don't
equals
know how-
bankruptcy,
I-
right?
Celebrity net worth is not the gospel.
But I'm
it's
just-
it's just a guidance. But
If you're
Yeah, I
at
don't-
negative 2 million, you're bankrupt and you're at zero.
And you're declaring bankruptcy and you're worth zero.
I would
think so.
love
Unless
to,
you took 2 million out in student loans, in
I
which
would
case
love
he's
to
fucked.
be at a point in my
I
life
don't
where I
think he
was
did.
Well,
net
maybe
worth of
he
negative
attended
2 million.
Harvard
which is
for
real
20
horseshit.
years.
Yeah.
You can
Somehow I
20
got
years.
to.
You can
that
take
point.
out $2 million in anything, and then it's student loans. No, you can't declare bankruptcy.
Well,
no,
because as any smart
You can
person
fake
would
your
do,
own
would
death.
be declare bankruptcy immediately after graduating and be like, I'm not going to buy a house till I'm 30, but I don't have to pay $200,000.
Never buy a house. It's a scam.
well, but they can make it way different. The actual structure of it.
Well, yeah,
They
they could
just-
be like,
it's just so
they
fun.
could say like,
blah,
all right,
blah.
instead of 7 years, it's 14. And then that would discourage people from doing it.
Or just say like in the first 10 years you cannot declare
pod.
bankruptcy.
Producer
Good
Kyle,
luck.
who are you taking for spoiler alert?
Oh, it's a long shot, but I'm
Mike
gonna,
Shimoda,
No, God no. I'm gonna go with Sean
fucking Mike
Spicer.
Shimoda over here.
Sean Spicer.
He's lost the will to live.
You mean
Nah,
C? You mean
he
C.
just regained it because he's
That's
gonna
who
be able to
Zach. As we were
He
walking
just
in,
regained it. You know how much money that motherfucker's gonna make from appearances and book
books?
deals? Yeah. Are
And,
you kidding? That's
Zach-
like picking Hulk Hogan in a death pool right after he gets the.
Put him on the spot.
as Zach and I were walking back, Zach said, "Oh, I'm going to pick Sean Spicer."
I didn't say
Seriously?
that at all.
Was I talking to you?
No, I didn't say anything about that.
That was
Yeah.
probably
Then, no, it was you.
no, because my pick is Yoko Ono.
That's not bad.
I like the
It's
pick
weird.
just because I want her to die.
And she's Chinese or some kind of Japanese. I don't know.
Japanese, but that also means she's gonna live to like 140.
Well, maybe she's Chinese. I don't know.
But
Either way,
Sean Spicer was the worst pick.
I like outliers.
Sean Spicer is going to
Al
get.
Leiter?
Sean Spicer's probably already fielding book deals worth millions.
Unless it's unnatural death.
What?
Unless it's an unnatural death.
Oh,
Could be the Trump
Russians.
campaign.
Prez Trump can't get his shit together enough to follow like a
He's not Hillary. He won't kill people.
I'm very disappointed that we got no picks here.
on Sosa, on Casper.
It's
Sammy Sosa.
Pepto-Bismol the ghost.
It's a newborn hamster that got fucked by a flamingo.
I honestly
He
don't
looks
understand
fucked.
how that's Sammy Sosa.
But also, I don't understand how he thinks pink shirt and pink hat is a good look with that skin. Like,
My man.
It's the most bizarre thing I've ever seen.
he's nuts.
It's literally, that's the
Sammy
definition of
Sosa
unbelievable.
net worth.
5 mil.
I'd say.
By the way he appears, I would say it's low.
I'd say 75.
75 mil? Jeez, I was going to say 10.
John?
Sammy Sosa? 50.
I said 5 already.
70 mil.
75.
Even
did I
as
say?
fucking nuts as Michael Jackson-esque as he is right now.
He's nuts.
70 million pesos. Cuban pesos.
No.
Or,
It has
dollars,
nothing to
yeah.
do with his money.
Not dollars, not doleros.
or whatever. Where's he from? The Dominican?
He's from
Yeah.
the Dominican.
Yeah. Oh,
I mean, I guess he was making 20 mil a year. when he
Sammy
was
Sosa's life
playing.
is fucked.
and I'm also elite at net worth guesses.
Would you say you're elite?
Well,
oh,
I mean,
yeah,
is that-
except for the
Well,
tiebreaker that you fucked up.
Once out of 100. All right, one time out of 100.
Let's go with some more. Well, we can't do that right now. Maybe in a bit. All right.
I think
Just
that
play a guessing game. Celebrity chicks with clit rings.
I just
I actually love that idea. I endorse that. Fully
Zach,
endorse.
I don't know how we can prove it, but I would love that game.
Zach,
You
I
have
would
to wait for WikiLeaks to get, or what are the other leaks with Jennifer Lawrence?
Oh, she definitely.
Kat Von D is the best guess ever for that.
It's Kat Von D.
What the hell was
Yeah,
that called? Wiki.
It was something. It was
The
like,
Fappening.
Yeah.
The Fappening.
The
Yeah,
Fappening was
yeah.
a
There
great
was a
name, too.
Fappening 2.0, which was not
Which
as good.
it was kind of disappointing. There was like a lot of wrestling chicks
But it
in
had
it.
Emma. What's her face?
Watson. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Emma
would.
Watson.
Hey, I would like to thank Zach again
That's a hot
tonight for
junior.
everything that he did for this podcast. I thought it was phenomenal.
Really just
You tied
brought it
together
all.
nice for
Brought
us.
it all.
Thumbs equal.
Gave himself up for the team.
You did, and we appreciate
And,
that. We do appreciate that. This has been the
It's a
Deadpool
real-
podcast.
Home run.
That was also a golf swing.
No.
Oh, wrists.
Home run.
Sorry.
God, that was a real benign.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
This has been the Deadpool podcast.
God,
Thank you
I
for
should
listening.
text him that.
We'll see you again in 2 weeks.
Really? Why not next week?
Boom. You gotta end on the really? Really?
All the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all.